See, I would have made, like, the version number always be 1 to 6, and then... shut up, you. And then the version number could have been the dice. Otherwise, it's just Citizen Sleeper 123,446, 456 even. And I'm like, have I missed all of the earlier games?
No.
Is this really the 100,000th? Like, how many have they made?
They have not. But yes, we are back in Citizen Sleeper.
Indeed we are.
Part 5. This is Michaela.
So am I. No, I'm not. I'm Peter.
So last time I suppose the important thing is that we set up that we are starting to help the flotilla.
Although it's odd that this banger that's been certified has come on.
I suppose, yes.
Right? It's a good song.
If I remember rightly, is this like not actually auto-saved at the right point, actually? No, we did use our full scrap
I was
allowance.
going to say, I don't know. Did we really start a new day and just have... Yeah, we like did it on the boundary of a new day.
Yes, I suppose we did. I'm like slightly confusing myself almost.
And I'm feeling good.
But yes, they are waiting for 8 scrap. We have 3, and we did decide the least dangerous way to get more is to actually do an earlier mission that we kind of just ignored. Same as, yes, there are a couple of other interim missions that we can do. They wanted water and they wanted algae, but those will wait a little bit, I think. So let's see if I can get...
Because starting the DLC while still playing the game is perhaps a little dangerous because we have to divide our time between the two now.
I suppose, but it did just go, well, this is like late game. It's not... You don't leave it till the end of the game. Rabbia's office, that's what we're doing. So yes, it's this repeatable action of collecting tithes. We can get scrap. The Adigan operates on an in-kind basis, you are told, and tithes of goods or services must be collected in exchange for protection and administration. So let's do... Oh, I interacted with the wrong side, I am. Let's see how this goes. It's risky. Yeah, it is.
And it hasn't worked out. Negative outcome. Minus condition, but we still got a little insider work there. One merchant throws you out onto the street shouting about parasites, but we're not even French. You look to the other enforcers, but it is unclear if she will face retribution. That's what you call people from Paris, right?
I see. I'll try again with our other good dice and see if we can do it again.
What, get a negative? Well, let's see.
That time we got the
positive?
positive outcome, we got the scrap.
Ooh.
We have now 4 scrap. One mechanic tithes a new filtration system for the block's atrium, and after you help install it, he offers you some of the remaining scrap. That was the only other thing I was wondering about. If we collect scrap, do we then have to hand the scrap in? Because that's not that useful. We want all the scrap. I'm going to left stick to try and get better rolls. So we've got 2 2s and a 1. Oh, that's
much better,
way
much
better.
better.
I will keep that 6 for something else, but we will at least stick our 3 to a 4 again.
Another positive
We got
outcome.
the other positive. It's the same thing. We now have 5 scrap. And again.
Shame we could only ever get one Yatagan Insider, whether or not it's neutral or positive, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it does look like it, yeah. So that went quite well. I'm not going to waste the 6 on something that I have.
Did it go that well?
Yes, because I only need 2 more pieces of scrap. And we needed 12 days to get 8 pieces of scrap.
So, what's the left one get you?
Loads of energy.
So is that worth doing, considering...
No, I'm going to come back and do this tomorrow to get more scrap. I figured it was a bonus to tick it over while we needed the scrap, but I'm going to focus on
Plus that'll give you +8. Like 8 overall, because it's +2, right? Like, that's too much.
Yeah, that's...
Don't use a 6 is what I'm getting at.
So we have the 2 other side missions that are to do with Peak and
Have we
F.
still not entered the Greenway? Can you have a look at your missions? Like, what?
And it's because that's to do with the seed. And the seed thing is...
How do we unlock the Greenway Gate?
It's your help. We help this lady in the labs, Rico. And it will ultimately, I think, unlock the Greenway Gate, which is this bit.
We should do that.
Well, yes, we are going to do that. Just because it doesn't have a timer, I'm not focusing on it. I'm focusing on the stuff with timer. So should we do water or do algae?
Let's have a look at them both. Okay, so we can get a 7 for that. What does that give us? Algae access. Much to Ash's frustration, you'll have to pay Autoki way into using the algae stack to farm food for the Fujis.
Yes.
And what's the other one?
It's the Reservoir S3. There are also lots and lots of things.
Does interface give us energy sometimes? Which one gives us energy? Is that Intuit or interface?
Interface gives us money. Engage gives us energy.
Engage. None of them were engaged, were they?
This is an engage.
Oh, go for that one.
Yeah, we'll go for this. So we are in the algae stack, the Haifa algae farm. And we are doing this repeatable action, negotiate access. The algae stack is controlled by a small collective of farmers. If you want to use it, you'll need to persuade them. This can only go well.
You and Ash roll up your sleeves and help with tank cycling. As you do, you speak to the farmers about the Fujis.
I'm assuming we are like trying to put in a good word for them, yeah.
Popular 90s band, the Fujis.
I see.
Killing me softly with his saw.
Ah. And then we are still waiting for Emphas. I think we gave him the Matsutake caps. And we are still waiting for Bliss. It's still a lot of Bliss. I know who the Fujis are.
I'm just making sure that the 90s. Yes.
Yes, yeah. We're gonna sleep in the Haifa dorm. But we want those 2 pieces of scraps. I suppose in the morning I want to be on this side. So as I did look up, do you keep feeding the cat? And it's like, no, you don't need to keep feeding the cat.
You get nothing. Good day, sir.
But they are lovely and they do deserve love.
Meowvelous.
Oh, we are starving. Oh.
We are. As you leave, you find a note pinned on the outside of the door. It reads, "Sleeper, there's something you need to see. Meet me at the cordon as soon as you can. Just keep heading around the ring until you hit the flotilla. I'll be waiting. Peek." Is Peek someone we know?
Yeah.
You pocket the note and glance around the corridor. Looks like you're doing this. Time to make a plan. I didn't know which voice to give it. Who's Peek? What does it sound like?
It's Peek and Ash are the 2 flotilla people.
Oh, you voice Peek usually,
I
don't
did,
you?
yes. I should probably get something to eat. There's not many places to eat at the minute because I think...
Isn't there a place up in the hub?
There is. So Emphas has 1 day left.
Most affordable place. Or is it the noodles?
The noodles you have to exchange dice for food.
Ugh.
There's the farm here. Yeah, barter for food. That's 13. Let's give that a go again. We're all about that Greenway. We got 2 energy. They take our chits hesitantly.
Which means it's the neutral outcome,
Just enough to keep us topped up in case... Because something else that we do over the day may well give us more energy, but we don't want to run completely on empty. I keep forgetting...
It will damage our condition.
Where that is, right. Because we just need 2 more pieces of scrap. So let's put in the 4. We got the neutral outcome.
No, that was much difference.
And
we got some energy.
It didn't give us any scrap, but we did get energy. Among the craftsmen and merchants, you visit a chef who insists on feeding you, and the other enforces a rich stew of his own recipe.
Give me some scrap.
I don't want to use either of those 6s there, so I'll come back when I am re-rolling the ones.
Yeah.
We'll do more here.
It's the stacks. Success, obviously. We got plus algae access. Why? Just one more.
Yes.
And we can have access to the algae.
100% positive outcome. So there we go. We rolled up
Full
our
energy
sleeves.
as well.
The algae stack is now ticking over. Oh. Okay. So we still have to do it though.
Yeah, there's still something we have to actually do. So we've got a lot of things now. We've got a repeatable action of accelerate growth, which is into it. The algae in the stack grows at a regular rate, but with some careful feed adjustments and water cycling, you can improve your yield per cycle. All of this, by the way, feeds into algae growth. The algae takes time to grow, and each cycle more can be harvested from the stack. Patience is required. And Michaela's going to take you through our repeatable action on the right here.
Yeah, harvest algae. There's no more algae in the stack for this cycle. You'll have to wait for more to grow.
Unavailable.
We can get +2 to food for the flotilla, and we can minus algae growth. But we do need food for the flotilla. The flotilla needs a lot of food to last out the quarantine, and Ash will settle for nothing less than a full hold. So that's so that we need 8 segments.
So are we going to accelerate growth after we've re-rolled, or?
I want to do. I was going
to
to see if I can tidy up the scrap first, because then I can stop coming back over here.
Delicious 6 there, but we remain with a 1.
Fine, I'll do the full positive action. I don't really want to waste it, but we got the same one, yep. And
Or you could put that on the left, which gives you a better chance of success.
But
you don't get scrap for it.
Yeah, I don't really
and we
care
have full
about
energy.
it. Yeah, so I'll take this one elsewhere.
However, as you say your goodbyes to the other enforcers and walk back through the low end, a chirruping catches your attention. In a quiet corridor away from the main thoroughfares, someone has stuck a small recorder to the wall with soot sealant tape. Written across the fluorescent tape is one word: Sleeper. You peel it away from the wall, and as you do, it triggers some kind of improvised trip switch.
Sleeper.
Sabine's voice crackles through.
I have seen you with Yadigan members. Are they holding you captive now too? A reminder, this is the doctor that vanished right at the beginning. I am sorry if I have dragged you into this. Do not trust them. Something is happening within the gang. Some kind of power struggle.
You cover the speaker a little, their voice too loud in the quiet corridor.
I will come soon, thanks to your efforts. I have located most of their properties at the right time.
A pause.
I will see you soon. Don't give up. Remember our deal.
The recording cuts out. You stare at the recorder, processing what you have just heard. Hearing Sabine's voice again opens up something inside of you. An S&ARP employee. Do they know that I know? You struggle with a mix of concern and distrust. You throw the recorder into a nearby waste chute as you leave the corridor, still unsure who to trust, and head quietly out of the low end.
Yes, the one with the Yatigan stuff. It's like they claim that Sabine is not to be trusted, but I'm not sure we...
Both sides telling you not to trust each other.
Yeah, I'm not sure we really trust them either. I will use this +1 here.
Okay.
Because we got a +2.
That makes sense, yeah.
Well, let's try some careful feeding.
It is a repeatable action as well, so...
Yes, after a lot of manual... Well, it's a neutral outcome, I'm happy with that.
It's neutral.
After a lot of manual cycling and precise feed distribution in the stack, you double the growth rate for this cycle. It's exhausting work. Right. But yes, this is actively ticking over. Right.
Scrap for the flotilla, skulls for the skull throne.
Let's sleep again. We're doing all right. We're like
Where we're sleeping?
here in the Oh, complete active scenes. Where is my other active scene? Have I missed one?
Isn't it the ship? The one with the...
Here.
Oh, no. Oh, completely different bit.
Peek.
What?
The cautious spacer. Sleeper.
Peek catches your attention from the shadowy corner they were leaning against.
Any trouble getting up here?
You have no pup. This place is huge.
This place is huge. It certainly is. Havenage have been busy. Come, take a look at this.
They beckon you over to a nearby window which looks across the ruined ring to the blinking red lights of the Havenage cordon. The cordon's temporary structures, a net of metal struts meant to detect and dissuade any ships from entering or leaving the flotilla, jut out into the black, and all around the tugs flit, securing them in place and tending to the red blinking drones that demark the quarantine. It's an impressive and worrying sight.
What do you think?
Peek? Should that have an E?
It should, yes.
Peek interrupts your thoughts.
How would you get through?
We could use one of the tugs, create a distraction, or just go for it hard and fast.
Is use one of the tugs like use one of the ships that they're already using?
What if we want to do a hard, fast, distracting tug?
I mean, yeah, a tug would blend in, right? All
Probably.
around the tug's flips.
Yeah, I think that's the safe option.
Yeah.
Maybe.
As an escort, you mean? I doubt we could fit all the supplies on one of those tugs. But if it seemed like the Briar was being officially escorted through the cordon...
Peek squints at the red lights.
But then we'd be stuck inside.
Peek turns away from the window and rubs their forehead.
Ash has really wrapped us up in something here, hasn't she?
The question is spoken under their breath, and they don't seem to expect an answer. The silence grows. Got why are you helping the flotilla? Well, because it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, I'm not sure we
right?
need to ask that.
Maybe we try all three? Hey, that's what I suggested. Or are there any other options?
I didn't mean to prompt you to read them. I was letting the silence grow.
Oh, I'm sorry. We'll continue doing it. Hang on. You have to stop laughing. That's still laughing.
Maybe we try all three.
Peek laughs.
I like it. At least we should prepare as many ways we can. The way I see it, there are three parts to making it through that cordon.
They gesture out the window at the strange structure.
Deception, distraction, and speed. You couldn't think of a D for speed? What could have been a D for speed?
Deception, distraction, and running quickly.
I was thinking to speed. We'll need all of them for a clean passage through. Deception means tricking the cordon security into thinking that we are meant to be there. Maybe a tug escort would work. Anything that makes the Briar look official. Distraction, meanwhile, will be all about diverting attention so that no one looks too hard at what the Briar is doing. If we can create a gap in the cordon scanning and deterrent systems, that should keep them busy. Finally, speed will mean making sure the Briar is ready to roll. Perhaps we can do a little work on the ship to get her ready? Ash surely wouldn't mind.
They lean back from the window.
How does that sound?
We've got risky, good, or excellent. All three.
Good. Good to hear.
Peek grins. Peek looks down at their slate.
10 cycles left.
They glance out of the window at the cordon nervously.
10 cycles to gather the supplies and to prep this plan. It's tight.
And we can let the silence grow, or we can say, very tight. Peek looks at you.
If this goes wrong,
Peek sighs.
just get out, okay?
They squeeze your shoulder.
I'll follow Ash anywhere but you don't need to get dragged down with us.
And we say,
It won't come to that.
okay. Peek brightens up a little.
Of course, but just keep it in mind. Let's get to it.
Peek stretches.
I'll tell Ash about the improvements to the Briar and the rest. Let's explore the cordon as best we can and look for openings. I have no idea what guardian angel sent you to us, Sleeper.
Peak smiles.
But I'm very glad they did. New drive discovered. Breaking the quarantine. Peak will need you to scope out and execute a safe path through the cordon for Ash.
Scope the cordon is our first step of that.
Yeah, it's in here. There's many actions.
Which both require dice, however.
Cordon Intel Plus on the left and Cordon Intel Plus Plus on the right. So at some point we will be doing that one. This feels like it's giving us far too many things to try and do in one go.
This is what I was worried about.
That's scrap. I think that's scrap.
But you're right in that we've got no more things to time out that are going to kill us. Like, we've got no...
Yeah, that's the thing. It's... Yeah, I bought all the scrap I could. It really is the thing that I'm doing, is buying scrap.
Which we have, what, 7 of?
Yeah, we need one more and then I will stop focusing on that.
The stray crunches up the crackers as you watch. Sometimes they'll let you stroke him, sometimes not. Still same.
Yes, we are down to 4 dice. Sleeper.
Moritz is leaning against the corridor wall.
It's time.
He looks away.
Big Dog just came in, grand finale. You up for it?
Are we up for it?
Maybe. No, I suppose we'll have to be ready. All right then, we are in business.
He pushes away from the wall.
This has to work, Sleeper. Has to.
He looks down.
If it doesn't, are we in trouble? The bay, you mean?
He shrugs.
We were already in trouble before you got here. The work so far hasn't been enough. Well, people keep paying in, like, mushrooms or not paid. Well, we got paid the first time and it was stolen, but look, Bliss has had a rough time of it. I thought you of all people would understand that.
He runs a hand through his hair.
Sorry, didn't mean to be mean.
He smiles.
Bliss is a good one. She gave me a chance. I owe her.
He straightens up.
I know you have your own things going on, Sleeper. We all do. But the bay needs someone. Bliss needs someone. Hell, I need someone to help me keep Bliss from spinning out completely.
He scratches the side of his head.
Otherwise, there's not much I can do.
He shakes his head.
And I would hate not to pay back my debts.
Moritz stretches.
I've got to get back.
He nods and walks away.
I'm out. See you up there. Yes, not fantastic timing. Same as, yes, we seem to get the event with Sabine just half filling Yadigan Insider.
Right.
Which is an odd one. So I'm going to make sure I get this last piece of scrap. There it is. We got the positive outcome. We got the scrap. It's the same one. I will leave that for now because we don't need to worry about that right now. I will input the scrap so nothing happens to it. Here we go.
One of the 3 things the flotilla needs are components for repairs. There's a lot of ships, which means a lot of scrap components.
Right.
All 8, all at once.
That's it. These components should be enough to cover most of the basic repairs the flotilla needs. You hope. You look over the pile of scrap components lying in the briar. You look around. The bay is empty. Ash and Peak either elsewhere on the station or on the bridge a couple of levels up. You begin sorting through the pile, separating out useful components and boxing them by use. You don't recognize anything you find, but before long you get into the rhythm of sorting. As you do, your mind starts to drift, your attention being drawn into the dark corners of the bay. The briar is in surprisingly good condition, considering that Hawthorne and XPR must have been operating it for decades by now. The marks of care are everywhere, from the delicate patch jobs, polished to meld into the original finish, or the carefully bound wiring running through custom trunking. Ash loves this ship. That much is clear. Something catches your eye in one of the dark corners, a matte black stack of crates you hadn't spotted before. They are sleek and compact, tucked away behind some of the bigger, more worn containers.
Investigate or keep working?
Should we snoop?
Investigate.
We snooping.
Right?
You put the components away and go over to the sleek crates. You run your hands across their textured surface, but there is little hint of what lies inside the opaque metallic casing. Then you see it, a yellow symbol embossed onto the far side of the crate, a universal sigil used by spaces, corporations, and manufacturers alike. It's one you have seen throughout your time as a sleeper, its meaning all too familiar: explosive contents. You hear a hiss and Ash comes up through the bay. She barely registers your presence, nodding at you as she passes.
Sleeper?
You could do. I was kind of giving her a perky, angry voice because she's always angry.
Perky and angry. Sleeper!
She busies herself with some task at the back of the bay. I'm going to ask her about the crates.
Ash doesn't turn around from whatever she is busy with.
Just more supplies, Sleeper, like everything else here.
You can't think of anything else to ask, but sense that the atmosphere has now somehow shifted. You quickly finish up the sorting and slip out, waving goodbye to her back as you do.
Oh, I am suspicious. What do you mean you've got bombs? Right.
Maybe she's a perky, angry terrorist. We've been burned before.
We have been, so let's go up and check out this. It probably will Ooh, there's a big ship. Yes, this will wait is the thing. So this is the Starwood Vector, a tangled solar yacht. Right. So,
Oh, is this the thing we're doing for Bliss? Do we need to talk to her first?
no, you have to do it and then we get to talk to her.
Okay, so we have a repeatable action on the left here to patch the solar sails. An exhausting task. Patching solar sails means maintaining a laser focus for long periods of time. And time is something you don't have. And that predictive reasoning perk tells us rigged and ready ++. And energy -3, that's more energy than we have. But that will feed rigged and ready. The Starwood Vector's experimental sail deployment failed horribly. Now its massive solar sails need to be repaired.
So we have 6 cycles to do this. The right task is more rewarding. You get 3 pluses and only 2 minus, but you can also make it worse.
Muck it up.
The spares need resetting and the system rebooting, but if you are careful, you can safely untangle some of the sail while you do this.
You should mention the solar window cycle check as well.
Yes, the solar window is the launch window for the Starwood Vector's maiden voyage is closing. This is going to be a tight one. They've got 6 cycles. I'll use our 4 to a 5.
Come on.
We got the positive
Boom,
outcome.
positive action. You delicately spin the spur, unwinding the sailcloth without it tearing. Bliss thumps you on the arm. She's impressed.
Thank you. Actually, did we get any... We cannot level up what would be useful for this one. It doesn't look like it. It would be interface. You get a better roll out of that.
You just flipped them, did you? So we're going to get positive on each roll.
We got the positive again, 3 plus, 3 pluses. I'm not going to use this 2 on this because I don't want to risk going backwards on my progress. I would rather use it somewhere else.
Maybe something that's got a chance to feed us?
Well, because we've got this water reservoir. The algae stack should tick over next time. We do have the +2 for that. So maybe that would be good. What's the water reservoir one? Yeah, water. So we don't want to do the left one at all, right?
Not until we have too much Havenage alert.
Oh, right, is that the idea?
So I think we're supposed to do the siphon water and stop Havenage from finding out.
I think those are a bit risky. I will use this in here and speed this up this time with this 2. Come on, we got the neutral.
Algae growth, but we lose a little energy.
Yeah. Does that mean I can do it, or do I have to wait till next time?
No, we got the algae growth, didn't we? What am I missing?
I can now harvest.
Yeah, we bunched along the algae growth.
They'll have to wait to harvest, I guess.
Do you need a die to do it, like?
Yes,
Right.
yeah. Let's eat a little more.
Well, 20% off.
Actually, was Emphas not ready?
Oh yes, they should be by now. Oh, could have had mushrooms from Memphis.
Emphas, street food vendor. Emphas is preparing the Matsutake caps. He cleans them carefully with a damp cloth before shaving the stalks as if he was sharpening a pencil. His knife slides through them, revealing the bright white of the flesh within.
These are good, Sleeper. Very good.
He says without looking up.
I bartered with Mingai for some kelp too, so we can brew the dashi.
Oh, we make a miso soup or something. Mingai, or dashi.
I've decided it
Mingai.
rhymes with fungi, but it's Mingai.
Mingai. Emphas looks up from cutting with a smile.
Everyone knows Mingai.
Emphas slides the sliced Matsutake mushrooms to one side and takes out a closed pan. He opens the lid and you see the green water of kelp sitting in a bath. The green wafer of kelp sitting in a bath of water.
Been soaking it since last cycle.
Emphas explains.
Should be good to warm now.
He places the pan over the burner and turns it on low.
We have some time now.
He wipes his hands clean and throws the cloth over his shoulder.
However, there is one difference this cycle.
He smiles.
You have been the one providing the ingredients, so it is my turn to provide a story.
Oh, okay. Hit me.
Good. This story is important to me.
He gestures for you to both sit on the folding stools behind the stall.
You see this?
Emphas runs a hand over his forearm, tracing these circular scars that mark them like perfect bite marks.
Conway called it an anchored interface rig, a mechanical control device for piloting a heavy-duty extraction suit in low-G industrial operations. We called it a bone suit.
He points to a pattern of larger circles on his shoulder.
They drill in and anchor it here, then all the way down the arm.
He taps each scar on the way.
It maps mechanical movements to the suit exactly, a one-to-one mechanical replication. You swing your arm, a 2-ton arm swings too.
Oh.
You should have seen the recruitment vids. Strong people in even stronger suits tearing through stone and scrap. Superheroes. Half my graduating year signed up from company school to company shuttle. Conway from birth to death.
I take it doesn't go well then. He stares off into the distance for a moment, fighting with the memories.
But the bone suits weren't good. The rate of failures was high, and failures meant arms torn off, anchors torn out, broken bones. Bad stuff. So after a while, Conway discontinued them. No longer competitive, they said.
He checks the broth, turning down the heat and adding the mushrooms.
So there we were, hundreds of us, with surgical alterations for suits that didn't work. They sent us home, back to that company colony that spat us out, to be cleaners, drivers, cooks. They gave us drugs for the pain and told us to make something of ourselves. When I deserted, bribing some passing spacers to take me into orbit, there were only me and a couple of others left. The rest just faded away. Arthritis, osteoporosis. They folded in on themselves like paper lanterns. That was my generation.
It doesn't sound like much of a step up from sleepers. You basically lost your body.
The anchor points still ache, still burn.
He touches the scars.
But what burns worse is the betrayal. I've been on the eye a long time now, but that will never fade. Not that and not the faces of my friends.
Emphas reaches over and sprinkles a handful of leaves into the broth.
It is done.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to me. I will not let their story die, and as long as I am telling it, it will remain.
Emphas pours the broth into a double-walled metal bowl and hands it to you. The heat radiates through your hands and the smell drifts up rich and sharp like a pine forest after the rain. You drink the broth slowly, chewing the matsutake and thinking. Emphas busies himself with cleaning the pans in the bowl, sealing the kelp back up for another day. Then he quietly comes to sit with you while you finish your meal. neither of you speak, preferring instead to let the story linger in the air a little longer. It is not that there is nothing to say, it is that sometimes, in the moments after something, speaking breaks the spell. So you both idle, eager to be in each other's company, Emphas taking longer over his cleaning, his packing, and you savouring the final dregs of broth. When you finally finish and hand him the bowl, you feel the spell break, and the story leaves you both. And as you leave, you know that both of you are somehow a little more empty and a little more full than before. Drive complete. Was that? Did we finally get to know Emphas? Somewhere in here?
Get to know emphasis there, yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
We have upgrades available, I assume. We got an extra point, so we have 2.
We did, yeah. So we have no more quests for Emphas. We can just order fungus. That did fill up our hunger bar. I wondered actually, like, if he would want these other club head caps, but I guess not. Maybe those are just for Rico for her learning about the Green Bay.
There could also be more later.
And yes, whatever one of these actions we need to do tomorrow, I will decide what I'm going to bump up my skill to make it a better job.
I was wondering, because if you look at your character, it's like we've missed one of the +1s and gotten instant karma and a +2 instead. Or does the +1 become +2?
I think,
because
yeah.
you've got a 0 and a 1 there for interface, so I'm not sure it does. Do you see what I mean?
I suppose, I think interface was the skill I got to pick on startup, but yes, that's a little strange that some are highlighted and some are not.
I mean, can you go to the +1 and see if you can buy it? Don't, but just see if you can.
No, I don't think I can. Okay. It highlights in green the things I can get to.
So it does.
Yeah. I suppose I'll sleep here, because chances are I'm going to check on Bliss first. Actually, what am I talking about? Can I input anything to Rico? Because I thought she only took spores. Now I'm not so confident. Yeah, she does want spores. So that's just something that's just going to have to wait. Too many things need time-sensitive things. Too many. Right, let's go to bed.
We end the cycle.
Still 4 dice, that's fine.
Got a 5.
So yeah, I suppose we should pop that in here and get only positive. Untangle the sails, we got the positive outcome. We're delicately spinning. That's interface. Can I get the +2 for interface? Yes. What
I was just going to say, and of course we have the ability to re-roll the dice. It's not really relevant right now, is it? And we can't afford any of the 3-point-1s.
Oh, it's 3.
3 points to buy +2, yes.
Okay, now I know. That's just gonna have to wait then. Do you think I should re-roll my dice?
What does a 4 actually get you? Is that like 50% positive, 50%
So I
neutral,
could get the
25% positive?
-2.
So you still could get the -2.
I could also use the 2 3s on the salvaging algae and re-roll the 2 after. Because I have like 6 days to do this.
Okay.
I could just make sure I'm always putting good dice into it, so it definitely is ticking over. Do you feel like it's a...
So if you re-roll and you get a 6, for example, it would go into that, yeah.
I feel like it's a bit of a delicate balancing act.
Just, do we need more food for the flotilla still? We do?
Yes, yeah, we need to fill that ticker on the right underneath.
Right.
Let's give it a go. We've got the neutral outcome, food for the flotilla. Draining, drying and packing the algae is delicate, tiring work. We managed to get a good yield. Oh, let's risk a dice roll with 2. We got a 3 and a 2. We got a 4 and a 2. So one of them it did get better. Now this should either only be positive or neutral.
And it is neutral. We only get a
Neutral
+1.
again. I'll just use the 2
Reroll?
then. I used
That
the
was
one
the
reroll, yeah.
Right.
We still got the neutral outcome, so that's getting there. I think we are just bashing through the days, trying to keep up with the clock. Let's give this dice to Bliss. The good one.
Let's try to untangle the sails.
It can only go positively.
Oh my god, we untangled the sails.
So we're halfway there, and we're not quite halfway on the days.
Yes, so we've only passed the Bon Jovi point for rigged and ready.
It's fantastic, actually.
Yeah.
Let's just bash through these a bit
Doing more?
if I can.
Another
yeah.
+3 there. And yet another +3 there. We need 2 more of those, and we've done it.
Do you think I should just come back with 5s? As in, because this is a 4, I realise.
Yeah, we could use that on one of the +2s, maybe.
Yeah.
One of the ones which also rewards food, perhaps.
Yes, that's going fantastically, actually. Let's leave that.
Grand.
So many balls in the air. I did this to myself, to be fair. I activated the DLC.
You really, really did. Yeah, the algae growth keeps on going up again, so I'm assuming that's to do with
We
accelerated
got the
growth.
positive outcome that time.
+3 food, that really helps. 1 more of those.
We worked carefully and attentively and managed to maximise the yield of the stack with a little or no wastage.
And we'll do it in the next go.
So we need a little food, yeah?
Yes, because sleeping takes away 2. We can talk to Emphas.
Yeah, I think Emphas is still the best value for
Is
food.
he? Because it's 12 for one of the others.
Yeah, the farm one was 12, but they only give you 2, whereas he's also 12 because of the distance.
Oh, screw those guys then.
And he gives us 3, yeah? Yeah, there we go. 3 energy. For Emphas, our very good friend. Yeah, I can just sleep here. Let's blast through another day.
Wherever you leave your hat, that's where your hat is.
So we're not really doing anything that gets...
Unless someone moves it.
We're not doing anything that gets money, but I'm not too worried.
We've still got 98 cryo, we're fine.
Yes, the finishing the quest for Ankita did really help.
Kill that sleeper.
I suppose, yes. Let's just get the assured positive.
Oh, let's untangle them. They're untangled.
So this should be it, hopefully. This last one. We did it. It's fully rigged and ready in half the time they needed.
The atmosphere in the airlock is euphoric. You and Bliss keep grinning at each other like idiots. Exhausted, blinded, sore, and aching idiots.
Sleeper, that was incredible.
She punches you on the arm.
I never thought we were going to make it. Those idiots tangled the whole thing up like nothing I've ever seen.
We make a good team, or I'm just glad it's over.
We make a good team.
Bliss smiles a winning smile. As the lock's inner door clunks open, Moritz gives a rare whoop.
Woo!
He looks exhausted too, and for good reason. Moritz has been the one ferrying tools and parts back and forth from the ship. His tired smile tells you he's glad it's done.
Sleeper, Bliss.
He shakes his head.
Impressive. When I saw that ship come in, I thought there was no way. Why, thank you, Moritz.
She winks.
For believing in us.
Moritz rolls his eyes.
You know what I mean. Take the compliment.
He shoulders some of the gear that came back in with you and Bliss and heads to the racks to stow it. Bliss turns to you.
I think you should be the one to do the honours.
She nods to the ragged-looking console that Moritz assembled.
I don't want to jinx it.
She smiles, but you can see she is genuinely nervous.
Well, let's just rip off the band-aid. Are we ready?
Check the console. You glide over to the console and check the screen. It takes a second to see what you are doing through the flickering, cracked display. But after a moment, you see the accounts. And there it is. Almost 1,000 cryo sat in the base transfer account.
Well,
Bliss calls.
have we been screwed again?
We've got it's there or yatta!
Yeah, motherfucking ta.
Bliss kicks off from the floor and spins up into the bay, shouting as she does, yatta! The noise takes Moritz by surprise and he knocks a rack of parts, scattering handfuls of metal fixings across the bay. The sight is something, glinting, steel catching the worklights like glitter.
Sorry.
Says Bliss, grinning when she comes back down.
I needed that.
She kicks off and joins you at the terminal.
Moritz even managed to sell that produce. We made a tidy profit, eventually.
She laughs.
Yeah.
She loads a stack of blank chits into the terminal and transfers a chunk of the cryo to them.
This is your cut, so we have 103.
Bliss hands you the chits.
Thank you for believing in this place.
She looks away and smiles.
Even when I couldn't. To be fair, you had a tough go of it. Your ex-boyfriend stole money and then you got paid in mushrooms. When you first met me, I was on the edge of giving up. All it would have taken was one more push. But now this place is sparking again. Work is coming in, there are funds in the accounts. Even Moritz has a spring in his step.
You both look over at him, happily racking up tools.
That's because of you.
She punches her new arm. She punches you on the arm.
He likes you. He likes you, you idiot. What's his deal? He's a good kid. He's a good kid.
Oh, I was going to go for the other one, because then you could try and set them up.
He isn't bad, is he?
She leans in closer.
You know, he came here looking to rob the place. We'd find the backstory anyway, apparently. I gave him a job instead.
She laughs.
You idiot. Don't tell him I told you that. I just thought it might help you understand the kid.
Moritz turns to look at you, and both Bliss and you awkwardly wave. Maybe it's time to change the subject.
You going to be okay? Me? Always.
She looks away.
From here on out, it's going to be a little easier. I'm going to look for some component contracts, stuff that will keep us inside the bay, not out in the black. No need to risk our necks if we don't need to. So, you want to cash out? That's fine. But there will always be work for you here when you need it.
We've got I appreciate it, or, and there's no opening quotation mark, so I'm assuming it's straight from the film The Terminator, I'll be back.
That is a bit odd. I appreciate it.
Wouldn't it be worse if someone just kept on pointing out these errors? She smiles and then, out of nowhere, quickly gives you a hug. She steps back and glances around reflexively.
Take care.
She says softly.
You too.
You turn to leave.
And sleeper? Yes.
She smiles.
Don't spend that all at once.
Yeah, those like 3 credits we got for doing all that.
We got 300
What?
credits for doing
What?
that.
I thought we got like 7. Because we went from like 96 to 100 and stuff.
We finally got some payoff. We also now have 3 points. Because we also got the point for doing that. We did another drive. So Bliss's bit is still going to tick over.
One last job. Moritz has lured Bliss speaking with someone remotely. Is there another job coming in? 6 days?
That's a good kicking it down the can. And then
meantime,
you can do a repeatable action of helping them out with some component repairs. Moritz is happily offloading some of the work to us. We can get 20 cryo, which is not bad. It's not the best. One of the things gives us 24.
A little bit of extra spending money, yeah.
Doing some of these longer form quests has really helped get us money anyway, so...
We could probably re-roll these dice if you
I'm
ready.
going to, yeah. So that's endure. What's the other one? That's engineer. Endure and engineer. Neither of which have the middle one to even get the +1. So...
Well, we could spend 2 points instead of 3.
I suppose. But yes, let's see if we can finish this one off. We got 1 slightly better dice roll. Let's get some food for the flotilla. We got the neutral outcome. We got +1.
It really can take like 3 times as long if you don't get the positives.
Yeah. Oh, let's risk it. And we got the neutral outcome. So we will finish that next time.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Unless we get a negative outcome, we don't get any? Is that a thing?
I suppose we could, yeah.
Do you know if that's a thing? Might be a thing?
I suppose I'll just eat here since I'm so flush with money. But yeah, the farm one is actually 13, not 12. And
it
yes,
only gets us 3? It
2.
still gets us 3, rather.
It
Well,
gets
we
us
should have eaten the
2.
mushroom then. Because it was cheaper and gives us more.
You had to travel across the bay though, so it does take time.
Yeah, but not in game time.
Let's sleep. I think, will I get one more set of 4 dice rolls?
No.
You don't think?
No, you'll get 3.
Okay, I need to, because it's so much more useful is the problem to have more dice. So I will stick that in there so we can only finish it today.
Let's finish it.
Let's harvest that algae. We did it. We got... Oh yeah, that one's the positive one when we only need 1.
Didn't need those other 2 dice rolls. Could have used them for something else.
We have the full load of food for the flotilla.
You were leaning against the metal crates you just loaded up with algae, packed and dried into bright green pucks. Esh hops onto one beside you, flexing her aching back.
Is this enough?
Esh squints at you, as if you had just interrupted her train of thought. It's a look you have become familiar with.
Yes, it is. It doesn't matter either way. This is what we've got.
She sighs, rubbing the back of her neck. In these past cycles working the algae stack with Esh, you've had little insight into her mind. She rarely seems happy to start a conversation, but is always eager to end one. Despite this, you feel like something has grown between you, something like silent trust, the kind that tends to seed itself in the fertile soil of hard but necessary work.
Has that been something we've been meaning to ask?
Impregnate my soil.
Okay. What do you think I should go for?
Concerned, because it seems short and to the point, which is more like what she likes, I think.
Yeah, consent.
Esh laughs.
You could say that.
She turns to face you.
I think I'd be stupid to not be concerned about all of this.
She's right, of course, though it's hard to focus your concerns on one thing in particular. Can the Fugees survive on the flotilla? What are Havenage doing to help them? If the quarantine is lifted, is the Eye really in danger? Each worry is far too large to even begin to process, to judge, and they mesh with another. More personal worries until you feel the anxiety growing in your chest. You look at Esh and are suddenly eager to speak, to talk about something, anything, rather than just sitting and feeling this weight grow.
Again, I'm not sure we need to ask about that. Like, we're helping because we're helping, right?
I think we're getting to the backstory, so yeah, why escape XPR
Why
would be better, I think.
escape?
Esh pauses, her protective instinct fighting with the trust you've built. You can see her begin to shrug the question off, then she stops, rethinks, sighs.
What you need to understand, Sleeper, is that Erlen's Eye wasn't the only place where the Solheim collapse happened. Sure, Hawthorne, where we grew up, was an XPR installation, but that didn't screen it from Solheim going under. Actually, Solheim was the only reason XPR was ever here.
She pauses, hesitant to get into the whole story, but wanting to offer something. She flinches, correcting herself.
They are a service corps, you understand. They set up outposts and surrogate systems like this to offer refueling, logistics and maintenance services to bigger companies within extraction contracts.
She gestures to the Eye around her.
Like Solheim, yeah, they were only in business with this station. When Solheim went bust, XPR lost their client, and Hawthorne, well, we lost everything. We became an outpost tasked with just holding on, keep the refueling platforms running like they said, keep the outpost stable, hold on to our claim.
She rubs at her head as if recalling all this was somehow physically painful.
Do you know what it is like to spend your entire life in a place with no future? A place that exists only to hold a legal claim to a piece of territory, to shore up breach of contract negotiations between two corporations. It's like living in a...
She searches for the word, her eyes jumping back and forth.
In a grave.
She clenches her hands.
So if you're looking for the answers to why questions, that's your answer. We Peek and I know what it's like to be forgotten, to be locked out.
She stares hard at the side of the stack, the algae whirling against the glass in beautiful patterns, and she doesn't look away. Well, walling? How would you say that?
Walling?
The silence extends and you realise the conversation is over. Esh seems angry, not at you, but with herself, for even voicing such ideas. After a while, you stand and start to load the crates onto the powered cargo trolley that Esh will run back to the Briar. As you do, you try to catch her eye, but she avoids it, soothing herself instead with the comforting simplicity of physical work.
Yeah, don't blame her. We don't need to think about it all at one go. So let's check in on the Briar. So we have plenty of stuff on the Briar's hold, so we possibly want to try doing some of Peek's plan up here at the cordon.
To the cordon!
Interface and engage. Are we doing both of these? No, probably mostly interface.
Are there two repeatable actions which are largely the same?
One of them gets us more. Yeah.
The one on the right interface.
Yes.
I see. So you're going to
can
go for the upgrade, I take it.
I can make interface +2, because interface was my main skill, was this character. So that makes sense. And then hopefully we can blast through this. Should I turn that risk a dice roll, or at least use the 3 first, do you think?
Proficiency, that's a 5,
Yeah.
so there's no negative there at all.
So we'll do that. We will intercept some comms. The cordon buzzes with radio transmissions and data packets. Intercepting them will help give you a sense of how things run here. And these are all ticking over the cordon intel. You and Peek need to get a sense of how the Havenage operation works before you can prepare your plan to slip through it. It's neutral. We got +1 cordon intel.
You gather snippets of data that point to a rift in the teams working on the cordon. The refugees have growing support within Havenage.
And let's re-roll this too. Oh,
Nice.
we can only get positive. Let's see what only positive looks like. We got ++ cordon intel. You tap into a broadcast detailing the order of operations for new crews assigned to the cordon. This is exactly what you need.
So we're done then, because it's exactly what we need. Or do we need that more than once, game?
Yes, so hopefully we can actually just fill that in next time, because we're already halfway there. That's gone very well. We are only halfway, a little over halfway the 12 days, so I think we can do this. Let's go to sleep. Let's try sleeping in the Briar. Not sure we have yet.
Okay.
I was gonna get stabilizer, I forgot.
Can you reload?
No, it's fine. I'll just do it this time. I don't feel like we're. Oh, those are some good dice. I will make sure I get some. I should just do.
Why don't you do that now?
That's what I'm doing. Yeah, I have to go all the way down for it. Because it's actually quite far. The Yadigan dispensary. No signs to be.
64, and we're so short on money.
That's
Lol,
the thing.
we're not.
There we go. We got one. You know what? I'm going to buy 2. I shouldn't let myself get into that situation when we have so much money. And since we came all the way down here, we can get the good stuff from Memphis. Let's have some delicious mushrooms.
Oh, directly into our veins. Do we have
Perfect.
veins?
I don't know, technically. Run back over to the Greenway.
To the Greenway.
So we'll use this 4 first, because even a 4 is only positive, right?
Mm-hmm. Boom, 2 more.
Tap into a broadcast again, and then we'll use the 5. Maybe we can find something really good for the 6. Yeah. So we got all the cordon intel. Does that mean we'll have an event? Oh,
I was going to say you should go back in. I don't think we read the...
I thought it was the same.
Does the bottom bit not change when you actually get it?
No, it doesn't change when you fill it in. So we have actually some new locations here. The Crew Canteen, Tug Crew Canteen, the Havenage Hangar,
Cordon Dock.
the Cordon Dock, and the Cordon Operations Quarantine Administration. Let's pop into all of them. So in the administration, we can sabotage the sensors.
That's all we can do, in fact.
Creating a blind spot, but that will increase Havenage suspicion. I'm just going to glance at these until I decide what I'm doing.
This is a food one.
In the canteen, we can deflect suspicion, so that will, I presume, tick down all the Havenage tickers if we need to.
Well, because this one's there's only 4 there.
Yeah, and we are convincing a crew to help us, and that will get us the tug that we want. And then finally, there is the Havenage hangar.
Because we did say we should do all 3.
Yeah, so here we can damage the thrusters.
Well, we're sort of we're pinching them.
We're pinching them.
Or we're pinching parts of them.
This is the only one that doesn't have a +2, so here would make the most sense to use a 6, right?
Yeah, that makes sense, especially because it's dangerous.
Yes. So we're going to do repeatable action, slice thrusters. The tugs have a powerful suit of ion thrusters for rapid maneuvering. If you can sneak in and slice some off, you'll have a significant upgrade for the Briar. And this is going to do this sticker here.
What, Briar upgrade? Why, the kind of thrusters the tugs use will give the Briar improved maneuvering, useful in the cramped quarters of the flotilla.
You only get the positive action. You manage to hit the hangar during a shift change and the whole place is empty. You come away with a thruster set with a little effort. That's done.
Nice.
A 1 ticker out of 6.
No suspicion raised.
No suspicion. All across the cordon, Havenage security are keeping a close eye on things. Gain their attention and you'll struggle to maintain access. We do want the stabilizer. It's so much more useful to have extra dice each run.
Our body is repaired.
Yes.
If only I had one of those in real life.
Well, I suppose in some ways some medicine does work like that, right? Oh.
A rapid burst of movement catches your attention. A drone, its fins adjusting as it hovers in place, floats in the corridor.
Hello?
The drone shifts a little but does not respond. The drone buzzes closer and a voice gurgles out of its speaker, distorted and strange.
Sleeper, come to the cordon. We need to speak.
I've got, who is this? Hua, or stay silent.
Who is this?
The drone clicks and whirs and the recording starts playing again. But it sounds different this time somehow.
Well, I thought you might like to give it a go.
Sleeper, come to the court. We need to sleep.
Yours is a bit more Innsmouthy, I see.
I'm a fishman.
Inspect the drone. You move closer and the drone bobs away to a safe distance. But as it does, you see the ha of Havenage emblazoned on its side. Could this be Fangs? Oh, are we going to get a little Fang support?
Satisfied it has delivered its message, the drone rotates and accelerates away as rapidly as it arrived. You stare at it as it disappears from sight, hoping for some insight that escapes you. To the cordon, then.
That's where we were headed anyway.
Oh, there's a big ha!
Unknown. Question mark, question mark, question mark. As you enter the passage that leads through the cordon, a flash of movement catches your eye. The drone. It stops to make sure you've seen it and then flits into a side passage leading to a set of narrow stairs. You climb up through a dark shaft, the drone stopping at each landing to check you are following. Despite its lack of expression, there's something overbearing about the way the drone waits, impatiently realigning its fins in sequence.
Like a dick.
After a long climb, you come out onto an observation platform. The cordon and the vast, ramshackle refugee ships beyond fill your vision. The scale seems impossible, and immediately you feel small and naive, even thinking you could affect this situation. Something shifts nearby. The drone again? Oh, we have this is Helene, frustrated Havenage counselor. A woman is standing at the window at the edge of your vision. You aren't surprised you didn't notice her. She, too, seems impossibly small in the shadow of the flotilla. The drone buzzes by her shoulder, and she turns.
Ooh, Sleeper, sorry for all of the cloak and dagger nonsense.
She nods at the drone.
But I have never regretted being
She
cautious.
smiles a tight smile and holds out a hand.
I'm Helen with an E.
Shake her hand. The tight smile holds, but the drone keeps its single eye fixed on you. The effect is a little unnerving.
Look,
She glances around the empty observation deck as if checking for potential eavesdroppers.
let's be straight with each other. I know about your plans, and
She cuts in before you can respond.
I understand your motives.
You look at her in her overalls, the yellow markers, the HA signal. You've been on the eye long enough to recognize a Havenage member when you see them. You are Havenage.
Yes, I mean, I expect that is obvious.
The tight smile again.
I hope you won't hold that against me.
She glances around nervously again and moves a little closer.
This entire situation, I am not here to defend it.
She glances back at the flotilla,
No one is happy about this.
especially not the refugees. She sighs.
I'm not your enemy here, no matter what you think.
She pauses.
Sleeper, tell me something. What does Havenage mean to you?
A work in progress, because we have ousted Hardenhurst. A work in progress. She smiles.
Fair, I think. Havenage is used to being criticised. In some ways, we invite it. Our members are free to give up grievances at any meeting, to bring up grievances at any meeting, to purpose new structures and approaches.
She shifts her weight impatiently.
As a councillor, it is my duty to listen to them. That is why I was elected by the members. We are an imperfect system, yes, and each councillor, each member, each representative can be flawed and worse.
She looks down.
But we keep this place running. That is what we do.
And the flotilla? She turns and looks out at the clump of fractured ships.
The flotilla is a problem. Can the Eye take in thousands of refugees safely? I don't know. This place is a ruin, Sleeper. What do you think the council discusses? The price of Girol? We make plans to keep this place spinning, to keep life support working, to ensure.
Helen Slate chirps and a grim look passes across her face as she sees the notification. She looks tired, the screen light casting her rigid expression in a pale glow.
Sleeper, I didn't Sleeper, I didn't bring you here to explain how Havenage works. I came here to talk about your plan to cross the cordon, breach the quarantine, and supply the flotilla.
She looks directly at you. How do you know? She glances at the drone.
I make it my job to know what happens here. I know you think you are helping the flotilla, but you cannot do this. Right now, halfway along the ring, one of the countless series of debates are being held. These debates are to evaluate the potential harm that could be caused if the refugees of the flotilla are left to enter the station.
Well, don't let them enter. Leave them there, but feed them. Jesus Christ.
These debates are at a standstill.
Helen walks to the window.
Too many in the Havenage Council think of the flotilla as a threat. After recent events, a hardline group has emerged, protective, selfish. They seek only to benefit the members. In their mind, the flotilla is a danger to life on the Eye. If you are caught crossing the cordon and breaching the quarantine, it will only strengthen the hardline councillor's case. Criminals who stole the ship from XPR, undermining the security of the station?
She shakes her head.
It's exactly what they want.
They need supplies.
They do, and that's exactly what I want to give them. But unless the quarantine is lifted through a fair process, they will never get them.
It's not fair if the dice is stacked against them, though. Where's their seat at the table to argue their point? They don't have one. She sighs deeply.
Deeply. And those And those XXPR spaces
Perhaps
you are
an
running
awkward
with.
turn of phrase,
Sleeper,
yes.
do you know anything about them?
More than... I don't know anything about any of you.
Dithering between know and more than I know about you.
Well, because they're
It's a difficult
both
choice.
true.
Because I suspect in a minute it's going to go, do we help the refugees anyway as a sort of a humanitarian thing?
Because I'm going to probably help them anyway.
Or
no
do we
matter
try
what,
and do everything above board and keep the people who are complaining? Because she's going, we can still feed them, but we have to do it a certain way. And it's like,
Stay silent.
why do you think the refugee flotilla came here now? Something is happening in the system. Something is pushing people out of colonies and outposts that have survived since Solheim collapse. We need to be ready for whatever is coming. Ready to protect the Eye. I know the Eye means something to you. I know there's a reason you are still here. Help me protect it.
Helene fixes you with a strong look.
Persuade those spaces that this is the wrong move, that they will get caught and the flotilla will be locked down, that Havenage will be delivered into those with the worst instincts. Forget this suicidal supply run with people you barely know. Help me fight for the Eye.
Why don't you stop them?
If I expose the plan, it's the same as if it goes ahead and they are caught. Every way I look at it, the Eye looks compromised, the quarantine justified, the hardliners get their scapegoat. Don't offer up the excuse the hardliners need to lock the flotilla out altogether, to persuade the members they are the safest pair of hands.
She looks at you imploringly.
Please.
You look back at her and the flotilla behind, and a sense of desperation in her plea. A notification breaks the silence.
Shit.
She rapidly scrolls through pages of data.
Sleeper, I need to go.
She looks torn.
Think about this, please. Talk to the spaces, help them see reason.
And she quickly leaves the observation deck before you have time to respond. You stay for a moment watching the lights of the tugs and the flotilla and wonder what it feels like to be on one of those ships, so close to your destination and yet so far from it. And then you think of the Havenage Council member across the Eye, where the right of these people to find safety is being debated. You shiver, and then you two are gone, back into the stairwell and the cold dark below.
So actually we have quite a short list now of active drives, only 5.
So can I go back and talk to them? Not really. It might be something that only happens when it comes to happening, you know?
Comes to a head, yeah. You've not done anything with that water place for a long time.
No, because they already have 2 out of 3 of the food and stuff, so I figured this would be a better use of the... I suppose I can take a look at it.
I didn't realise you had something in mind.
Yes, I suppose we could get some water for the flotilla. We found an outlet valve behind a web of sensors. Delicately, we began filling a tank. Ash gives you a thumbs up. This is working. Do you want to read water for the flotilla?
Ash needs tanks and tanks of water if she hopes to help the flotilla. Anything less is worthless to her.
I'm not sure it's worth trying a 3, but we have some +2 actions up here.
I was going to say, if you re-rolled yet.
No, but I'll probably try and reroll when we just have 2s.
Because, I mean, you've got a 50% chance of improving any of these dice. Sort of, ish.
Yeah, I'm looking at what we've got. The tug one, maybe? Yeah.
Yeah, I thought we needed, like, all of these.
Oh yeah, ideally we have a bunch of them, so let's convince the crew with division rife among the tug crews. Gaining support for a supply shipment will just be a case of picking the right crew and approaching them discreetly. No, we only got the neutral outcome.
Our suspicion has gone up by 1 dit.
It has. We overheard a crew member arguing against the quarantine, but are now just listening in. People are getting suspicious. We have the positive outcome. No.
Once again, neutral
We got
1
the
plus
neutral, yeah.
tug escort, and also raising suspicion.
Let's re-roll our dice.
Oh, that's kind of sucky.
It is a bit. Give me the positive. You can do it. We got the positive.
Just means you don't get havenage suspicion.
Yes, we noticed the crew sat apart from the others. Apparently they have been discussing smuggling supplies through the cordon themselves. That sounds like what we need.
Yes, they're being sneaky deaky.
Absolutely.
Water?
Yeah. Just feel like a bit of a balance.
Have we grown more mushrooms or anything yet?
No, because those don't have ticker timers, is the thing.
Okay.
So I guess let's siphon a little bit of water. We got the neutral outcome. Another alert, but we did get a little bit of water. You tap one of the pipes, but as you do, you see the flashing warning light of a sensor. You hope no one notices. Ash grimaces. So you're getting a little bits of alert all over. We will go down and eat as well at the good place. But yeah, there are a bunch of different things in the Greenway we still have to do. We still have to work for the lady Rico. Helping Rico's experiments will help us finish the rest of the Greenway. And we still apparently have the whole Rabia and Speeding pathway. Let's go to bed for now. There's still just, yeah. Not got long left. It's gonna be tight.
Very tight. Like the bit before when it said it was going to be very tight.
Sleeper.
Peak is waiting for you when you leave, but they look different. Pale, drawn out.
You need to come up to the briar now.
They don't meet your eye.
What's happened or not? Let's nod. We'll be waiting.
Peak walks away,
Don't take long.
and with that, they disappear around the corner, leaving you anxious and confused.
I mean, we're literally right here.
As you walk into the Climbing Briar's cavernous bay, now filled with crates and containers, Esh is waiting for you. In front of her, sliced open with its insides scattered across the top of a heavy-duty crate, is an object you recognize. Helene's drone. You freeze.
Come in, quick.
Peak nudges you into the bay, looking behind you before sealing the entryway.
We have to start being careful.
You move closer to the container, your eyes on the drone splayed out in pieces, some parts of it hooked up to a slate that Peak picks up and begins tapping away at. Esh looks up from the dissection.
We caught it buzzing around nearby, heading for the ship.
She leans over and taps the HA signal on one of the removed pieces of plating.
It's a Havenage spy. We think we got it before it sent data back, but we can't be sure.
Peak looks at you nervously. Esh cuts in.
Have you noticed anyone watching you? Any drones like this? Anyone following you up to the briar?
I've seen this drone. No, I haven't. Or shake your head.
I've seen this drone.
Esh frowns.
I'm gonna be honest, is the thing. Following you? I met its owner.
Esh pauses for a while, Peak looking between the two of you.
Explain, Sleeper.
Esh says quietly.
Tell them about Helene.
You explain that you met with Helene at the cordon, and you tell Esh and Peak about what she told you, that the Havenage Council are debating lifting the quarantine, but they are blocked by the hardliners. You speak faster and faster, but before you can finish, Esh walks away in anger, and then comes back again, her eyes burning.
What is this, Sleeper? Have you understood nothing from what we've told you?
She paces in front of you.
Havenage are not your friends, they are administrators, which means they're interested in only in their own power, their own survival, their own causes. They divide people as easily as sorting livestock. The greater good of their work demands it, the wider project of the station, the colony, the nation.
Her eyes are wide as she speaks, her anger barely contained.
I didn't have a choice, and she wants to help. She wants to help? I do, maybe?
Esh laughs.
Help what, Sleeper? Undo the mess of her own creation? She only wishes to placate you, so you'll compromise, so you'll do what is acceptable, not what is right.
We've got, she's just a counsellor. She is trying, or you could stay silent.
She's trying. Let me tell you something, Sleeper.
Esh says, her rage hardening into pain.
When people become administrators, they give up something. Some part of being human, being an equal among others, goes away. They start talking about the greater good, the systems, the ways in which their hands are tied or their process is compromised. My mother was the administrator of Hawthorne, and I have seen what it did to her. That noble higher calling, it is toxic. People should never have the chance to decide the fate of others, and those that do so at a cost to their humanity.
Peak tries to cut in, but Esh holds up a hand.
Don't start, Peak. Don't ask me to be reasonable or calm down. Thousands of people are desperate out there. Being reasonable will only prolong their suffering.
We've got Helene can help, or you are right.
Helene can help. I am
Well, she can get the quarantine
hopeful
withdrawn.
of a solution,
right?
But yeah.
Esh turns away.
I'm done with this. You are risking this entire supply run just by being here.
She walks back into the bay and starts checking the straps on the crates.
I go next cycle. We don't need you anymore. Get out. Sleeper.
Peak looks torn.
You have to understand, this is personal for Ash. Helen warned me, or I know.
Peak tenses.
Warned you what, Sleeper?
We've got getting caught will be bad, or we shouldn't do the run.
Getting caught will be bad. You don't think we know that?
Peak looks tired. You glance around the Bay of Briar, the walls seeming closer every second. This whole thing is closing in on you, and the question is, where do you want to be when it all collapses? You look at Peak.
And what do you think, Sleeper?
Peak rubs their forehead.
Should we do this thing or not? I actually
yes,
don't
no,
know.
or I don't know.
What do you think?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Peak nods.
Me neither.
They look at Ash.
But you see her? She knows, and she saved my life. So I'm going to say we do it.
They squeeze your shoulder.
Onward.
They slip away to help Ash, leaving you alone to replay the conversation in your head. A certain kind of grim determination settling in the room. Last chance to prepare.
Okay, so we can still help them. It hasn't actually locked us out. Because I was hoping it wouldn't.
Let's have a look at it, sorry.
Yeah, of course. Because I'm like, I will still continue to help them until the end, but I did the best I could in terms of going, this other person is saying this, and you should know all the information.
We haven't done a lot of this, which is irritating.
I suspect it's kind of set up that you can't do all of it. But kind of very deliberately. I'm going to try and finish at least one or two of these ones, so we can convince the crew we can only get positive with 4 or above. Which we did. That's the same speech again. And again, should I risk it for a 3 or should I re-roll?
You should re-roll.
I should re-roll?
Yes. I thought you were asking if you should re-roll.
Right, we've got a 1, a 3 and a 5
So
now.
we've guaranteed that at least.
Right.
Although most of those rolls ended up worse, so fun. Actually, that's not true. One was better, one was worse.
There we go. We have acquired a tug escort. A crew willing to escort the Briar through the quarantine will give them a better chance.
You meet Peak leaning in the corner of a canteen in their typically unassuming way. It occurs to you as you approach that Peak must have had some practice at staying invisible.
All good?
They look up from their slate.
That crew you were talking to,
They nod to the group leaving the canteen.
will they join us? They'll do it. Nicely done.
Peak beckons for you to follow as they peel off the wall and head out into the walkway overlooking the cordon.
Glad you were here to talk them into it. I never had much of a way with people.
Peak smiles and looks away quickly as you walk.
You and Ash seem to do okay.
Peak laughs their light and easy laugh.
Ash's not really like other people, which you've probably noticed. If only everyone was like Ash.
They fade off, something drawing their attention.
What I mean is, people have caused me a lot of trouble. I've had people hate me without knowing a thing about me.
They tuck their hair behind an ear.
I'm sure you know the feeling. We do. Someone threw like a bottle of alcohol at us right at the beginning of the game and it was weird. I do.
Peak glances at you.
Sorry to hear that. It marks you, am I right?
But it does, or I try not to think about it.
It does.
Peak nods. You both walk in silence for a moment. Not an awkward silence, but one of solidarity. Peak leads you around a corner, heading back to the main cordon access way.
I appreciate you coming in and helping us out on this sleeper. On talking to the crew and, well, you know. Maybe after this insane plan is done, we can talk properly.
They keep looking ahead and you realise they are nervous.
Yeah, let's do that. I'd like that.
Peak smiles, looking down at their feet.
That's settled then.
They say to the floor.
I better report the news to Ash. We have ourselves a tug escort.
Peak stops at an intersection.
See you soon, sleeper, and please take care.
And with that, they drift away, their head down, their gait changing as they do, their practiced invisibility shrouding them like a cape. Or a shroud.
But that is the crew canteen one done. Yeah. So these other two, this one is to do with getting thrusters.
But would need 5
which we
goals.
only have a +1 on. This one we have a +2 on, admittedly.
And we'd need 6 goals.
I could also try and just reduce our suspicion on the left.
Yeah, but it's not like full yet. And I think
Okay.
it's separately recorded for each one, so we don't need to touch that.
And we've never done this, and it's 2.
Yeah, we have.
So I don't think we
No,
have.
we haven't. No, we haven't done
I think
this.
it's all the same suspicion. That's what I mean.
But there's so is there a Havenage suspicion in the other ones, and it's 2 as well, like?
Yeah. This
All right,
one's
so it is
2.
tracked across all 3. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Anything you want.
Well, because that can only be neutral or positive at least, so that's pretty good. And then I'll use the 1 for something else because it seems a bit risky. We are going to sabotage the sensors, and careful sabotage to the cordon systems should create a sensor gap that will allow the Briar to bypass the automatic quarantine
It's got a separate
system.
positive as well, then. Because blind spot is another thing we can do to help.
Yes,
Right?
yeah. Do you want
Yeah.
to read that out?
Some careful. Which one?
Blind spot.
Creating a blind spot in the cordon's perimeter will give the Briar a better chance of evading detection when Esh makes her run.
We got the neutral outcome, +1 to the blind spot, but also +1 to Havenage suspicion. It takes a long time to work your way through the access protocols, leaving you a limited amount of time to cover your tracks. So we're not risking our 1 because we could make things worse. And I'd rather at least only make things better. This 1, can I get some spores? I could.
It's a +2.
Is the water thing not super risky?
There's a +2 to that as well. It's completely safe. It will increase the Havenage alert, but that is being separate to everything
That is
else.
a separate one. No, that's too risky. I am gonna just get some.
Any hacking we could do? Is that not useful anymore?
It's not really a thing here, is the thing. Yeah. Let's just try and get some more spores for that lady who wants spores. The worst we do is lose energy.
And we did. Gandalf.
We were led into a deep rim beyond sunlight where moist dells glitter with strange growths. We barely made it back out. So we do rather need to eat. Let's go eat the good stuff.
Get our revenge on the mushrooms.
Nom 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 revenge.
Turns out revenge is a dish best served hot.
I was thinking I could do the farms to get the other two, and it's like, yeah, they're farms, so still one more, so it's always worth doing this and filling up. Because I keep leaving it not full, which
But that's fine, because sometimes we get food just by doing stuff.
I suppose, yeah.
And we've got the money, so I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Let's go to sleep for now.
At the staging ground.
Yeah. We'll end this cycle.
Mongoose.
It's a new day.
It's a new dawn.
We are nearly at the end. So Peak's plan has 1 point in. Briar's hold has 2. There's not much left.
There's not much left. Is there anything we can do in this one remaining day to actually succeed? Because with that, we'd have to pass every single one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. This has a +2, so we're more likely to do that than that, which was always going to be a struggle with the +1.
Aren't we just going to trip the suspicion?
Not if we'd only do it positively. Isn't that right?
Okay. Is that something we're likely to do?
I mean, with this roll, yes.
Okay. By the end of the day?
I don't know, admittedly.
That seems unlikely. It might not be worth wasting our time if it's not going to work, is my point.
No, I want to see it all to the end and see if I can give them as much as they can.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, if you get to 5 bits of blind spot, it's the same as having none. It's not, there's no partial success. It specifically says that we just go with what we've got.
Because even if I do water, it still has to get through. So I figured the getting through bit was more important.
Okay, but we can't improve that. Not within the time frame.
So should I try anything? Like, should
I don't know. Can we do that? No, because we need too many turns again. I think that's as successful as you can be in the time frame, which is 1 day left. That's what I'm worried about.
Right. I'm going to try and do this then anyway.
Okay.
Because, yeah, I could feasibly get all of them, but it would have to be every dice would be count. So we got the positive outcome. Carefully code a timed emergency maintenance program to take out some of the sensors on the cycle Ash is planning to make for her turn. So again. I have to risk it with 3 because I might get worse.
Merp, merp, merp.
Damn it. See, I hoped it would go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that's the most I could do. Fair enough. We did our best there. What? Oh. Okay, that's... So do you not think I should bother with this at all?
You can't succeed.
I guess it just seems a terrible shame to just go, that's it. But yeah, maybe that's it. I guess we'll try and get some spores. I suppose we have done all we could have.
Kinda.
So we'll swap over to the Hypha Labs. Rico has asked for a sample of spores from the deep groves so she can better understand the biosphere. We got 2. Here's one.
Rico is grateful for the contribution, but Peter cannot remember what voice he gave you.
Well, because she's an old lady, basically. Sleeper, you warm my heart with each delivery. Thank you. And then we'll input the last one.
Oh, we have both.
Yeah, we got 2 that time. That is the same speech. So we filled up spore study. We need spores to study the strangely resilient biosphere. Yeah, we'll get a bit more from the commune botanist. Sleeper. Oh, do you want to do it?
Either. Rico greets you without so much as looking up from her work.
I have some of yours here. Come see.
She beckons you over to a heavyweight-looking console, wired to a series of specimen jars, some of which contain your spores.
What does it say?
They're not our spores, are they?
Well, yeah, they're spores we found and delivered. They are not spores that have come from our person.
That's not how we repopulate the world.
Yes, the spores you have here are a real cocktail, a selection of types from within the groves, but I've been able to isolate a few.
She taps one of the specimen jars.
Here we have Trichomala matsutake.
Rico breezes through the Latin and Japanese pronunciation as if it were nothing, something Peter certainly can't do.
A species Solheim somewhat modified for use on the station.
She brings up a panel on her console, showing a chemical composition, all gradiented bars and obtuse acronyms.
This is the composition of the Solheim modified matsutake spores. Modified? Yes, every specimen on the eye is a tweaked variant of Solheim's, of course, but that's not the point.
Rico brings up another panel, identical in layout, but with wildly different colours and numbers.
You see, this is what your matsutake spores looked like. They aren't the same. I don't understand. They aren't the same. That's the conclusion, yes.
Rico glances at the specimen jar as if it might have something to add.
They are fundamentally the same spores, but they carry different chemicals, different signals.
She leans back and sighs.
Solheim may have introduced their own tweaked versions in the beginning, but the groves have and still are affecting them.
Affecting them?
How do they still grow? I mean, we know they still grow. Affecting them how?
This does dip into the solid snake line of inquiry sometimes.
It's hard to tell without samples of fully grown mushrooms.
She meets your eye.
And herein lies our problem. I take it you want mushrooms now.
She moves to another desk where 2 trays sit side by side. The first contains nothing but plant mulch. The second you smell before you even look at it. The pungent aroma of the fruiting matsutake, like rotting sodden overalls laced with an edge of spice.
Ugh. The matsutake here are grown from Solheim stocks, pulled from a spore vault in this complex.
She winks.
They are delicious, by the way.
She sets them aside.
The empty trays germinated with the spores you collected. No activity, no germination, nothing.
But the groves are full, or you made a mistake?
But the groves are full. Yes, they are.
Rico looks at you directly, and you suddenly realise how much she is enjoying this.
So here is our puzzle, Sleeper. Spores from the groves won't grow in the lab, so it's the groves that are the important bit. But gathering fruiting bodies from the groves is too unpredictable. We need to grow a fruiting body from some of these spores so we can track it, understand it. In short, I need you to become my mushroom farmer.
Actually, I already started.
Yeah, we're weeks ahead of you. We already have a mushroom grove ready to go.
Rico looks impressed.
Well, an eager mycologist. I'd never have guessed. I assume you set yourself up in the aviary. I've been eyeing that place up for its proximity to the groves. Bring me whatever grows, not just matsutake. There's more than a couple of variants in there, so I'll need plenty of samples.
She plucks a matsutake cap from the tray.
These little things are reflections of their conditions, their smell, their taste, their chemistry. It all derives from the conditions of their growth.
She smells the cap.
Enough of these, and we'll have a picture of what is happening here, of the ways in which this biosphere is modifying itself, or being modified, whichever the case may be.
Riko pops the Matsutake cap into her mouth, taking you by surprise.
Don't worry, Sleeper.
She says while chewing softly.
No. If this turns out to be a dead end, I'll make sure not a single mushroom will go to waste. I see.
By eating them.
Yes, the Hypha Labs now has...
Get bored, idiot.
G-roll samples, and she wants Matsutake samples.
We have some of those, right?
We have one of those.
We have one of those, right?
What wants these mushrooms that we have? Okay, but yes, I can at least hand her an G-roll sample, a pale and delicate G-roll mushroom. More abundant than the Matsutake, but Riko says they will help the process.
Beautiful.
Sorry, you do it again.
I normally read the bit after you.
know.
Riko gushes as you hand over the golden caps. You've never seen anyone so excited about mushrooms.
This is ticking over fruiting bodies. Riko needs mushrooms grown in the aviary to study. She'll accept as you roll caps, but Matsutake caps are better. Well, we don't have any of those, but we're not actually growing anything is the thing, so I need to get spores. There are 2. Let's try it.
All we can lose is energy. And we have.
We got the negative outcome. Mushrooms are beyond our thing.
Beyond the sleeper Ken.
Yeah. Right, let's go grab some food.
Was our name Ken?
I don't think so. To make ourselves feel a little better. Yeah, I don't know whether, if I genuinely ignored Bliss's last mission, because obviously we split some of our
It was always going to be
focus.
difficult.
But yes, it did feel a bit like this first episode has sort of set you up to lose to a certain extent. But we did our best. Let's end this cycle.
Yes, only 4 dice this session. Good ones, though.
She's gone, Sleeper.
Pika's breathless and shaking.
She started the run without us. Got Ash, which was obvious, so shit. Let's go if we head to the cordon now.
Peak starts back up the corridor. They turn back.
She has to make it, Sleeper. She has to.
A shiver runs down your spine. Ash, I hope you know what you're doing.
Sleeper, long time.
Moritz is smiling at you when you leave, clearly happy to see you again.
Moritz, good to see you. Same.
He rubs his hand on his jacket.
How have you been?
Hardly working.
Working hard. For the money, as it were. I bet.
He grins.
Well, you're always welcome to hang at the bay if you want.
He glances around.
Actually, that's what I'm here about. I know Bliss said she didn't want to take any more big jobs, but she's changed her mind or something.
He grins.
Because now we have someone looking for a refit of their ship in our bay. You would not believe it. They want their entire ship disarmed. Cutting out defense arrays, weapon lockers, ship-to-ship countermeasures, the whole lot.
Someone looking for a ship in our bay? It's more likely than you think. He leans in.
We'll be able to start an arms dealership with all the hardware we'll have up there when we are done.
He laughs.
Anyway, it's a massive job and we need some hands. Bliss said to go get you. So come on up. Bliss is waiting on you to accept the job.
He pauses.
It'll be good to have you there again.
He grins.
Like old times. Or it was
last week.
It was a week ago, if that.
Jeez, calm down.
So is this the Briar base camp space ground? It's just a bed now. Cordon is there, and then we can do that, but that's not to do with dice rolls then. That's just a scene.
Story, yeah.
So maybe we'll leave that for now.
Well, we can't sleep with them there, so, but yes, we can do it in whatever order you like. Germinate.
Yeah, I'm like, I would
Spores?
actually quite like to be able to set that off.
Forage for fungus, collect spores.
Should I do the only positive or positive or neutral?
I'd go for the only positive because we are guaranteed 2 spores, right?
Yes, yeah, and then I have 1 for the next time I need to do this. Because putting the spores in, that doesn't take anything. I just need to have them to germinate some spores. We have a rich medium. They'll grow well in these fungal beds.
The moist corners of the aviary.
Sorry.
Make the perfect beds for the spores. Once they are filled, they can be left to grow.
Yeah, and then that will be ticking away.
I thought it didn't tick away until you put 3 in.
Does it need 3? I thought it only need... Oh, it needs 3. Ah, this is too many. Here's a second one. We got the neutral outcome. Right, we injected them into the mulch precisely.
We can't get anything other than the neutral
I
outcome there. But
guess,
yes.
yeah. But I'll take our 6s up to bliss, and we'll have to debate whether we will re-roll the 3. Oh, this is also story-based then. Okay.
It's to plan. When you enter the bay, it is weirdly quiet. Moritz must be out on some errand, and maybe Bliss is prepping the kit.
What? Sleeper.
Ankita is drifting at one side of the bay. You missed her completely when you came in.
She's not wearing any of her hardware anymore.
The idea of not seeing Ankita when you entered a room would have seemed unlikely to you several cycles ago, but seeing her without her armor, she seems smaller, less imposing.
Yeah. I didn't recognize it was her and then read it was her. Ankita.
She nods and kicks off from the wall, drifting closer.
So what is this?
She asks.
Come to avenge Ashton or his sleeper? Or just looking for another payout?
Her anger is familiar, but quieter than before. Restrained.
You wanted to give us that money. You were going to throw it on the ground otherwise.
I don't want your dirty money. Don't start, or I don't want to fight.
I don't want to fight. Then why are you here?
She looks away, and you can tell her anger isn't directed at you in particular. It radiates off her like fire.
Yeah, it is just that she feels bad. You better be ready to sign.
Comes a shout from the bay entrance.
Because I've got my best repair tech coming up here, and especially, and they are going to...
Bliss glides in and suddenly stops herself when she sees you and Ankita standing off.
So if we hadn't finished Ankita, would this last job ever happen?
Maybe it would only happen once Ankita was completed.
Yeah. Oh, Sleeper, you're already here. Miss Cassetta, this is the tech I was telling you about. Best on the...
She stops, looking between the two of you.
Wait, do you two know each other?
You and Ankita look at each other.
We work together. She's a killer.
Queen?
Oh, no. I don't think we need to get into that. It was awful and in the past, and she clearly is horrifically haunted by it. We work together.
Bliss squints at you both before continuing. Bliss produces a slate.
Now, Miss Cassetta, if you'd like to sign our damage waiver here, we can start on the decommissioning.
She looks at you.
My tech here is eager to get started, as am I. Didn't we help you rebuild this ship, Ankita? And now we're pulling it apart again?
So we're familiar with it then?
I guess.
Ankita scrawls her signature across the slate.
Thank you.
Bliss pauses.
Oh, maybe it's thank you. And everything is okay with the special payment terms we discussed?
She gives Ankita a strange lesbian smile.
All fine,
says Ankita, giving you another hard look. Then she kicks off and drifts to the entrance.
I'll be in the gimbal,
she says, and leaves.
Special payment? I take it the payment is that we keep all of her weapons, probably.
It's not a date then. It's not Final Fantasy VII. She looks over her glasses at you.
Look, Sleeper, there's something I have to tell you.
She glances around again. What is she so nervous about?
This isn't exactly a typical job, Miss Cassetta. I mean, Ankita.
She gives you a knowing look.
Doesn't have the chits to pay us, so we've made a special agreement.
She sighs.
I'm leaving. Leaving?
You have to do it in a snake voice.
What?
Leaving?
Leaving? You're joining a mercenary
That was
crew?
better than mine.
Leaving. Keep it down. I haven't told Moritz yet.
She looks down.
Just waiting to break it to him. Don't you tell him either.
She stares hard at you.
I'll tell him when I'm ready, and I don't want him getting worried about Ankita's history. He can be very protective.
You should tell him, or I've noticed. You should tell him.
You should.
Well, that's what I think.
Yeah.
Make a big point.
No, I think she should tell him. You should tell him. Look, all I care is that she's heading for the Starwood Belt.
She looks out of the bay.
That's where I'm headed.
She turns back to face you.
Also, I wanted to ask
She stops, unsure.
if you'd like to come with us. Ooh. I'm not sure I'm done here on the hub, is the thing.
I suspect if you say I would, it will be, oh, in the future we'll do this, or I would, but then you can't.
Do you think I should risk it?
Oh, I don't know, you can pick whichever one you want.
I can't.
I'm just saying I don't think it's perhaps as big a deal as you think it is. She interrupts before you answer. She just what was the point then?
I know things have been hard for you on the eye, and you helped me so much. I asked Ankita if she'd carry two of us, and she said yes. Did she know it was me?
But that's the thing, that's like, you didn't get to say that. What was the...
Moritz will take over the bay anyway, though if you stay, you are welcome to help him run it. I just thought...
She sighs.
You might be in need of a fresh start as much as I am. This is my fresh start, Bliss.
Yeah, like, do they have the drug we need? The
I don't want to start
stabilizer?
over again somewhere else, yeah.
She turns away nervously.
Think about it anyway. The berth is there. We've got to finish the job first anyway.
And with that, she kicks away and heads to the racks before you can offer an answer. Moments later, Moritz enters with a new cutting torch for the disarming of the ambergris. The Starwood Belt. You push your thoughts to the back of your mind. Time to get to work.
Yes, the ambergris is now here.
When it says she's at the gimbal, can you go to the gimbal?
I was
talk
going
to her?
to as well, yeah. But this one is disarming the amber, which we can either get three pluses or 1+. So there's no doing this badly. It's just doing it slowly. And Ankita wants it all out: weapons, countermeasures, torpedoes. It would be a risky job if you didn't know amber so well. Yeah.
Yes, and this is to Phil. Refitting amber. Once this job is ready, you better be ready to make a fast decision. Stay with Moritz or go with Ankita and Bliss.
And the gimbal lounge is right here.
No.
No.
She's just there.
And this isn't one that ticks. There's no timer.
No.
Oh, I'm gonna have to think about that then, I think, yeah. It's like I was raring to go if it was a big time job, but it's not. That's a decision to pursue if you're ready to pursue it. And I'm not sure I am yet. So let's get our last spore. Come on, give me a spore with just the smaller of the two. Yes. Not only that, we got the positive from the cheaper dice. Let's put this spore in. Germinating. The spores are settled. Now you need to wait for the blooms to emerge. So that is the aviary ticking away. It'll take 4 cycles. And
Back to the labs.
yeah, I don't think we can do anything with this right now.
No.
I mean, I suppose technically I could, but I don't.
I mean, they're +2s either way, so you're definitely going to get some.
What else
But do you want
can
your
we
roll
do?
caps?
She did say Matsutake was better, is the thing.
Where do we get Matsutake from?
What we're doing in our grow bed, the aviary, so.
Do we not get any mushrooms from the place where we have the kitchen?
No, we can just cook them there.
Mm.
And then there's pursuing the Rabia timeline. There really is not a lot left. I say that, I know this episode is only the first of 3 apparently that we're doing. I mean, maybe we'll just see where this goes. The cordon will cycle down next time as well if we need to wait for that. But here we are at the cordon, the Havenage quarantine zone.
You arrive, frantic and anxious at the cordon. Peak is nowhere to be seen. Then you hear footsteps hammering on the metal stairway Helene's drone led you through before, the one that leads up to the observation deck. You leap up the stairs 2 at a time and make it to the top, momentarily blinded by the light pouring onto the observation deck.
Sleeper.
Peak emerges from the light.
I know she's trying to protect me, but it's okay. She chose. What was she thinking? I'll stay silent. I think she was always going to go, like, there was never any convincing Ash. No. It's okay, she chose. But what about my choice, Sleeper? I'm not a child anymore. I can fight for myself.
They turn away.
There she is.
Peak rushes to the wide window, leaning forward to catch a glimpse of the Climbing Briar's blue XPR livery against the black of the void. Livery? You spot the Climbing Briar, a glint of blue and white, and beside it the red glare of a tug's lights.
The tug crew went with her.
Peak smiles.
I knew they'd keep their word. That'll help.
Peak doesn't seem to hear you, but the idea of the crew backing Esh up makes you smile. Maybe this thing will work. You watch as the Briar and its tug escort arc down towards the edge of the cordon, demarked by the red lights of the perimeter system. So far so good. The Briar will just look like another refugee ship being escorted into the cordon, at least at a glance. Peak grips the rail as Esh reaches the edge of the cordon, that invisible net of sensors splayed between ships and drones. Can she pass through? The response is immediate. The moment the Briar hits the net of sensors, the entire cordon reacts. Sequences of blinking lights cascade out from the ship's position, the angry red of the cordon multiplied many times over.
Shit.
Peak presses a hand against the window.
Go, Ash, go.
As if responding to Peak, the Briar goes into a steep dive, plunging through the skin of the cordon into the mess of ships beneath. You move closer to the window without thinking, unable to take your eyes off the rapidly descending ship, spinning between the hulls of the flotilla, a group of tugs now tracing its path in pursuit.
She's gonna have to do this fast.
Peak looks concerned as the Briar searches for a place to dock. You glance around for pursuing tugs, but for the moment they seem to be elsewhere. Esh pulls the ship in, aiming to dock with the largest of the flotilla's ships, a vast converted tanker, half of its protective plates removed. You think about the effort it must have taken to get that thing all the way here from the inner system. You watch the Briar, unable to get any sense of progress from its placid exterior.
They will be offloading everything now.
Peak says, both assuring you and themselves that everything is going to plan.
Is it? Okay.
You think of all the supplies loaded onto the Briar and how long the process of unloading them might take. It wasn't everything Esh had wanted, or perhaps everything that the flotilla needed, but it was the best you could do with the time you had. You think of the reaction of the refugees, of the welcome and thanks they'll give Esh as the bearer of such gifts. You focus on that as you watch the Briar, and continue the nervous wait for it to finish unloading.
It's breaking off.
Peak points at the Briar, and you see the puff of air and dust that accompanies an emergency depressurization. Esh must have ended things early, but why? Then you see them, the tugs closing in on the Briar. Havenage must have spotted the ship. You and Peak are up against the window again, willing the Briar a safe path out of the flotilla. The Briar drifts through the flotilla, but it is agonizingly slow.
Come on, Ash.
Peak shouts in desperation, pressing a palm against the glass. You squint at the gathering yellow glints of the tugs. They are too fast. You both watch in dismay as the tugs swarm the Briar, their shunts locking onto the hull of the ship and holding it in place. The Briar is stuck, its drives unable to escape the tug's grip, especially in the close quarters of the flotilla. Peak is silent, and you watch as the Briar is dragged away towards the facility at the edge of the rim, a hole opening up in the pit of your stomach. You look at Peak, but they don't respond. They don't take their eyes off the Briar.
Admittedly, this is sort of one of my two suspicions, that it should go in but wouldn't be able to come out, or should go in and should blow something up.
Even after it disappears, they stand there at the glass, their eyes fixed on the flotilla.
She didn't even get the supplies through.
Peak doesn't look at you.
This was all for nothing.
I'm sorry, or we can get her back.
I'm sorry. This was stupid, Sleeper.
Peak looks back at you,
A stupid plan.
their eyes wet.
We had a ship and our freedom. Now what do we have?
Peak slams a hand on the glass in frustration, making you jump.
I won't be trapped again, I won't.
They turn and rush out of the observation deck before you can say anything, leaving you alone with the cold and the light.
That is... one drive failed. The drive failed. I'm not sure we've ever had a drive failed. Oh, it's fine.
Will you be okay?
I feel like it was semi-deliberate. I feel like all of the dice there were stacked against you quite deliberately. I'm assuming so that maybe the next episode is that we are deciding if we're saving Ash or not, yeah. But we have some very high dice still. I suppose what else are we pursuing?
Pointlessly high. To an extent. Can't do anything with Rico yet until we have more mushrooms.
Yes, because she will take Girol and it will tick it over, but it did say Matsutake was better.
Well, we have neither, so...
I mean, I could use my dice to get Girol, but I couldn't use them to get Matsutake. Forage for fungus. Or I could use these dice to finish off the Rabia questline, which is the other one we have active. That was quite early on now, actually. The stuff with the doctor was fairly at the beginning of the game.
Literally.
So we don't need to do any more scrap, and I don't want to do any more collecting tithes, so let's patrol. Yatta can perform many roles, from protection to logistics and everything in between. You never know what you may have to face on a patrol. This we can get energy.
Why did none of these tell you how much Electrical Insider it gets you? Do they all just get you one?
I think they all just get you one by doing them, yeah. We got the positive outcome.
You help a dentist running a surgery from their unit with their equipment. They offer you a restorative infusion, and you feel better immediately.
Nice. I'll just stick the other one in there as well.
It's the same.
It's the same, so...
We have so much energy.
That won't take too much longer to finish up.
It should be like, overheal! And we get energy, condition back? Because we're flickering?
But I guess we just go to bed and see what happens tomorrow. End the cycle. Four dice. They're okay.
Yeah, they kind of
there
suck. Once we use the 6, we might want to re-roll.
Anything up here about the episode, people, or is that just gone now? Or are we maybe waiting for this to leave? Helen left a message with one of her drones for you to meet here once she is done cleaning up the mess. Okay. So next time we will get further on that bit. Yeah, let's finish down here then. I could just use my bad dice here.
No, I mean, you've got a reroll left. Why wouldn't you reroll?
Fair enough. That's the positive one again. Should I reroll now or should I use the 3?
I would reroll now. But yes, you're right in that you don't need a massively good dice because you've got +2s and +1s.
Overall better, to be fair.
Still one away from being... I can't help but think you'd be better off getting the scrap, simply because it has more uses than energy. That doesn't do anything.
Since this one is going to be high.
Oh, but
either
that
way.
one would be a 6 if it was in the other one. I would have done it the other way around. It's not important. And it's a neutral outcome.
Yeah, so we didn't get the strap. Either way, we are full of energy and full of Yadigan.
We are now an insider.
So we can talk to Rabia, the Latigan lieutenant. This time you meet inside Rabia's office, although now that you've seen it, office seems like the wrong term. You find her stood in an almost bare, shadowy unit midway through a sequence of stretchers. There are 2 low stools and a terminal in the corner, but it seems that most of the space is taken up by a heavy punching bag, rubber matting, and a stack of weights. When Rabia turns to greet you, you realize she is missing an arm. The prosthetic she usually wears is set in a cradle. Near the terminal, a web of coloured wires running to it.
Updates.
She says, noticing you looking where her artificial arm usually is.
Nothing to worry yourself with.
Of course. It's, to be fair, I don't want to make someone feel weird.
Sit.
Says Rabia, gesturing to the 2 diminutive stools. You both settle on the stools, Rabia crossing her legs on top and sitting straight-backed.
Gia told me you've been doing the rounds, collecting tithes, patrolling the ward.
She smiles.
Some of the enforcers are impressed, and I hear you handled a few difficult circumstances. Nicely done.
We did want to see for ourselves, because she was saying, like, do this to see what we're really like, basically. She raises an eyebrow.
See what for yourself?
If I can trust you, which is a fair thing to say.
I see.
Rabia flexes her neck side to side.
And the conclusion?
Still deciding. I don't know if I can trust them. Because it's like, I do think they're doing good and that they're helping lots of clearly different, like, medical necessity businesses, it sounds like, running, like the doctors and the dentists. But they are a gang and they do have a protection racket and they do collect money from people.
Well, in kind. Well, Sleeper.
Rabia says teasingly.
Please keep us updated on any progress.
She smiles a thin smile.
Joking aside, I know that for you, life on the Eye has been a struggle, but I hope we can do something about that from here onwards. Through some of our members, though some of our members may not see it this way, I know you too are a refugee.
She looks at you solemnly.
That is why you have come to us.
Enough, Rabia.
Sabine's voice cuts through the conversation.
I am tired of listening to your affected nobility.
They cross the room, Rabia's baton in their hand, the end lit with sparking electricity.
Jesus, Sabine. Rabia looks between the 2 of you.
I suppose this ambush was another cooperation between you 2.
She looks strangely unfazed. No, I did not know she was here. Like, right?
I'm doing the 3rd option right now.
Do you think that's what I should do?
No, but I'm staying silent. I think you should do one of the other 2 options. I think they're both interesting. I would pick no, they're acting alone, if that helps.
Yeah, I'm like, I wouldn't have decided to just try and jump her.
Sabine pauses, thrown off for a moment by your renunciation.
You didn't even ask me! Rabia takes this opportunity to act. She leaps from the stool and, fainting past Sabine, grabs the baton and twists it inwards. She is by far the stronger, and she pushes Sabine to their knees, plunging the crackling end of the baton towards their chest. They freeze there, Sabine struggling to keep the crackling baton from their skin.
Stop! Or stay silent.
Stop.
Then you support them?
Rabia asks you, her eyes not leaving Sabine.
Your loyalties are so easily swayed.
I don't think you should kill each other. I thought you were more than Yannick's attack dog, Rabia.
Sabine spits back.
Are you not able to think for yourself?
Rabia holds the baton strong, and for a moment you think she's about to hammer it down into Sabine's chest. But after a painful wait, she throws Sabine down instead, then spins the baton in her hand, thumbing a switch and shutting it off in a single move. Because it's awesome.
Now what? They both look at you, each still catching their breath as if they had forgotten about your presence. Rabia cracks her neck.
You are lucky I didn't kill you. I would have had every right. Every right!
She shouts, the anger a release of tension more than a threat. Sabine lifts themselves a little, bruised from the fall. They roll onto their side and cough. Rabia gives them some space, sitting back on the stool. Sabine props themselves up on their elbow and fixes Rabia with a hard stare.
You have something to say?
Rabia taunts.
Say it. This is your final opportunity, because after this...
She laughs.
No coming back.
What's the point?
Sabine breathes heavily.
She refuses to listen to criticism of the great Yatagan project.
At least I didn't say Sabine breathes.
Rabia collects
No, that's what I was saying.
herself.
Sabine breathes. Speak!
She folds her arms and waits to be convinced.
Sabine takes a breath, organizing their thoughts. They go to start, pause, then decide on another approach. Eventually they say it.
Yannick is a traitor.
Rabia immediately flinches, her eyes going to her prosthetic arm, her muscles clenching, but she rides it out, more eager to prove Sabine wrong than she is to hurt them. At least, for now.
When I came here from Essen-Arp,
They glance at you, gauging your reaction.
it was Yannick who was one of the first to support me, to look after me. I should have known then, but I was naive and afraid.
Sabine turns to you.
Sleeper.
They take a breath.
I know that I should have told you I worked for Essen-Arp long ago, but I thought you would abandon me, and you are my final friend. What you should know is that I left Essen-Arp because I was running for my life. I leaked documents on the sleeper program, on the illegal and immoral practices it relied on, to the press. Essen-Arp wanted me dead, and I fled as far as I could to this refuge at the edge of the surrogate systems.
Sabine stops to collect themselves. What does this have to do with Yannick?
Rabia interrupts.
The sleeper knows you are Essen-Arp, I told them. And while you hide beneath the cover of being a whistleblower, you and I both know you worked on the sleeper program. Yannick told me as much. Sabine's face falls.
It is true.
They glance at you, and then away, ashamed. They lift their head.
But it is Yannick, not me, who is in the pocket of Essen-Arp.
Rabia flinches again.
I can prove it. He made some kind of deal to keep me here, to tie me up in debt, to lock me away. In exchange... Rabia slams her hand on the desk.
Just tell us, for God's sake!
In exchange for those.
Sabine finishes, nodding towards Rabia's prosthetic arm in its cradle.
He has been using Yatagan enforcers, using you, as test subjects for Essen-Arp technology. I have the data to prove it. He has been bringing them in under the guise of stolen shipments and having me fit them, knowing each one is capturing data and sending it back to its makers. Rabia's fixed expression has started to fade.
Sabine produces a slate.
It's all here. Thousands of hours of usage data, failure rates, error dumps. These are untested implants, Rabia. They could short out, fail, cause cascading failures across a person's body. And they have.
Sabine suddenly looks incredibly tired.
I thought the error rate in the unit was down to them being stolen or modified. I have tried to fix hundreds of failures in my time here. Not all of them.
They stop, unable to continue.
Rabia closes her eyes and breathes in. Then she opens them again. She holds out a hand to Sabine.
Show me.
She says. Later, much later, when you leave, Sabine is still taking Rabia through the manifests and usage data. Both of them are crowded around the terminal as Sabine leads Rabia through each layer of Yannick's betrayal. As you leave, Sabine catches your eye and something passes between you. Something like a thank you or a sorry or some other expression that communicates both sadness and hope. Yes! I think that went quite well. I felt like we did it both sides and now they're working together, right? We completed that drive. We have very few active drives left. We got 1 point, which will do us nothing. But this quest line isn't over. We have Enemy of My Enemy.
Rabia and Sabine have been holed up in her office for a while now. What are they planning?
now kiss, though. Right? Maybe a little.
Okay.
So our only actually thing to pursue now is mushrooms, because we're waiting on other things. I'm like, I might as well risk this on the
Yeah. Do you want
forage for
spores
fungus.
for the next set?
Do you think that's safer?
We'll have a look at it. Sorry, the thing where you use the spores.
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah, the aviary.
3 more days. Nah, do the other thing. Let's get into it.
Fungus grows in the deep greenway are typically avoided, but we want them. We wants them.
You want some fruiting bodies.
We got the positive, so we got a little bit of G-roll. That I don't mind. So we can hand them in at the Haifa lab. We got 1 more G-roll sample. Yes, we got 2 for that. The neutral outcome plus to fruiting bodies in the same text. Beautiful. You're beautiful, as
Beautiful.
the thing says. Yeah, let's just sleep here in the Haifa dome. I think we're still good getting 4 dice. The urgency feels like it's passed a bit. We have nothing to do but to wait. Oh, and obviously there's the, are we going with Ankita or not? But the fact that we can just put it off for now. It's like I have all these other quests that are still ongoing. So we can talk to Havenage up here, which I am curious about. So let's roll into this.
I'm sorry, Sleeper.
Yeah. Helen comes towards you along the walkway.
But your friend must have known this was a chance that this would happen.
She seems unsure of how to greet you and looks nervously around.
She is being held along with her ship.
What now?
I don't know, Sleeper. I don't know.
Helen pinches the bridge of her nose.
Cordon Security has your friend, and she and her ship will be held in the quarantine until it is lifted.
Yes, she just was joined with the other ships. So I didn't see the point in going release her, because it's like, it's not up to her. That's the problem.
As for the quarantine,
She glances at her slate.
we are working on it, but the council is unlikely to budge now. Not after this.
She runs a hand through her hair.
This is the last thing I needed.
Yeah, we couldn't stop it at all, to be fair. I think this was always a disaster that was
That's
going
just
to
a force of
happen.
nature,
Yeah. Helen meets your eye.
She was carrying weapons, do you know that?
She stares at you.
We found a crate of firearms on her ship. We did know. Well, no, we didn't. It was explosives.
Yeah, I thought we saw explosives, not firearms. I don't believe it.
Believe it or not, Sleeper, it's true.
And the refugees?
Nothing good.
Helen looks away.
As you know, Cordon Security intercepted your friend before she could get supplies through. Since then, the refugees have cut off all communication.
That seems so petty, because if the ship is over there anyway, you might as well give them the stuff, but...
I'm worried, Sleeper, about what is happening in there, but after recent events, Cordon Security are keeping the place locked down tighter than ever. No one can get in. Meanwhile, the hardline councillors are preaching in the chamber as we speak. It's a deadlock, and I don't know when it will loosen its grip.
Helen walks a little away and turns back.
I wish I had better news, Sleeper, but we knew this was coming.
Is there anything that can be done?
It's a waiting game now. I'll do my best to make my voice heard in the debates to persuade members, and we will see what can be done. We still don't know why the flotilla came here, why they abandoned settlements and outposts throughout the system to flee to this ruined station. What little we heard from them concerned computer and life support systems collapsing in waves, machinery in flux.
Helen sucks in a breath.
This isn't over.
You think of the people of the flotilla. Helen is right. People don't abandon their homes for nothing. What wave is rushing through the system? And when will it reach the eye? Helen interrupts your thoughts.
I have to go. The debates will restart soon and I should be there.
She waits for a moment, and it is unclear if she's trying to think of something to say or just waiting for you to speak. But the silence keeps you both quiet, and she walks off down the corridor, a nod, the only farewell she offers. You hoped that speaking to her might ease the knot of worry in your chest, but it remains there, reminding you of Ash, of the refugees and of the wait ahead. What is done, no matter how many times you turn it over in your head. You get the feeling you will be needed soon, and for that, you must save your strength. What was it Feng told you, Erlen said?
The eye opens for us all.
Not this time. For now, the eye remains closed to those that need it. A shudder runs through you. Something is coming, you can feel it. This isn't over. I guess that sounds rather ominous, because it's like they should have asked them what was wrong early enough while they were still talking to the flotilla. Because if something's coming, it's gonna kill everyone here anyway, right? If we don't band together, presumably is the idea. But yes, episode Flux complete. The first part of the flotilla's story is complete. Episode Refuge begins when the cycle clock below is filled. Good luck.
I'm going to pronounce it Rifuge. The gathering storm, what's done is done. Now all you can do is wait to see what happens next.
3 cycles for that. But yeah, that's just what will be, etc.
K.
Yes, we have 2 tickers down on the fungal growth. We could continue to give her some Girol. We really don't have much by weight, like, if I go down here, how many ticks did we say was it for the office one? 2 more for them, so that will be pretty soon as well, actually.
It feels like we're running out of things to use our dice on.
A little, yeah.
But yes, we could collect some more spores as well for the next cycle. But there's only so much we should really do that.
I suppose. Well, I can do 1 really good one because it'll give me 2. And then I have the 3 maximum spores, so that's that fully covered. We'll get some.
You could use one of the dice on
Girol.
Bliss's thing.
I could do, like I said, I'm not sure how much I want to speed that along, because it's like, I will have to make the decision as to whether I'm leaving or staying, and I suppose I suspect I'm staying, because I want to follow this other quest path.
Okay.
The real one for the station. I am aware there's multiple endings, and I suspect that's just leaving as an ending, and then we'd leave the ship to fend for itself, right?
Would do them all, but I suspect it might take the rest of our lives.
Do we think so?
Feels like it's a fairly long game.
It's meaty, yeah. I don't mind that.
It's not really meaty, it's more sort of fungusy.
Fungus can be meaty. We can re-roll our 3 and our 2. Oh, and get better dice both all round. Yeah, I do think I'm not... I could just leave this to the very end, but I suspect I'm just not going. So I'm like, why don't I just do it and let them go then? Working on amber again is a joy. You know every inch of this hull, after all. You fitted half of it. And again.
A neutral outcome. You move diffused torpedo warheads into the bay, trying not to think about what Ankita used them for.
Admittedly, she's
torpedo and stuff?
very, very well equipped, yeah. Jeez, whew.
You ever just want to torpedo something? It's fun.
Trying to get to the gimbal. I'm like, it's not going to do anything, yeah. I don't think she's going to become available to speak to. Alright, this is just that we could work here if we wanted. Because I'm like, occasionally I am like, were there ever things we missed? And I feel like we were pretty good at exhausting everything we could do. I suppose this is
I
nice.
completely forgot about this.
Well, because certainly very early on, I don't have this type of stats to do heavy lifting. I suppose we could take a look at that. Trying to think, do I want to...
People would be like, are your hands made of concrete? And you'd be like, no, they're my yard hands.
You know, my
It's a
yard
thing.
hands. Let's go to sleep. We have those 4 dice. engineer, and they're both quite weak.
Yeah, it's not the sort of thing that you're set up for, admittedly. Oh, we're not even going to look at the
I just realised
result.
I hadn't read it. All materials. As a newcomer, you can only gain favour by grabbing a load of materials and asking the nearest yard hand where to take them. Surely that's obnoxious. Like, what do you don't just decide to work.
You do well, and when the shift is up, a couple of hands invite you to share a ration pack and some of their well-worn advice.
We got condition and we got +2 to yard hand. The only way to get to know the shipyard is to work there. No tourists here. Let's see if we can get anything else. We still got the positive fun, and we still got a bit more energy. Yard hand is now half full.
We could re-roll.
Yeah, alright then. 3 and 2, and we got 3 and 5. We do well again and get a little bit more energy. Let's risk filling it in. We got the neutral outcome, only 1 yard hand and minus in energy.
But that guarantees our success next time.
Yeah, the
Well,
materials are heavy and we barely understand where we're going. We keep our head down and haul your fair share. Yes, I figured doing something that would just go like, yeah, a lot of these will be ready to take over next time.
it's prep work. I'm not sure I would have bothered until tomorrow.
I feel like we deserve comfort. Don't we all?
No. Work first, then banana.
I see. We are down to 2 dice.
Yes, we're down to 3 dice.
Oh, yes, sorry, thank you. Did we actually? We haven't even seen anything appear in the shipyard, so. But yes, Rabia is now available. Let's see what's happening. As you enter Rabia's office, you hear voices. Is that Sabine? You push open the door.
Sleeper, what good timing.
Rabia calls out as you enter.
I wanted to introduce you to someone.
The man is standing at the center of the room, speaking quietly with Rabia. He turns as you come in.
Meet Yannick.
Here we have Yannick, the Yatigan elder.
Sleeper.
He nods.
Been hearing good things from Rabbi.
He smiles an easy smile. Good to meet you. We'll be polite.
Likewise, likewise.
He waves a ringed hand. Oh dear.
Now, Raby, where were we? Actually,
Rabia places a hand on your shoulder.
the sleeper was what I wanted to talk to you about.
She doesn't spare you a look. What is going on? This is a trap, obviously, for Yannick, right?
Well, all right then.
Yannick tucks his hands into his suddenly very Yorkshire pockets.
Go on. I'm not going for piratey,
Oh, no, that's,
but mild pirate.
Ooh-ar, and ar are very similar, so, you know.
I'd like to recommend them to your ward.
A tiny pause.
They have shown themselves to be a capable ally here on the spoke side, but we have more than enough to run our territories. I hear the main block is proving more difficult.
Yannick leans forward slowly.
It's a mess, Raby.
He waits, his tinted glasses shimmering despite the lack of light in the unit.
No, they don't just do this in anime. I can use them.
He suddenly decides. Rabia smiles.
Good to hear. I can immediately.
Yannick cuts her off with a raised hand.
1 second.
He takes one surprisingly light step closer to you.
You easy to work, sleeper?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yannick nods his head as if listening to music.
All right then.
You suddenly aren't sure if he is talking to you.
That concludes it.
Yannick pronounces.
Sleeper can come work in the ward any time they like.
You shoot Rabia a confused look. Rabia finally glances at you for a moment, but it is so fast you almost miss it.
Good. I know you'll be happy with their work, Jan.
Yannick reaches out and squeezes her shoulder.
Sure, Raby.
He says.
Now, please.
He says, turning back to face you.
Let us old friends get back to it.
He guides Rabia away, leaving you standing alone. You look to Rabia, but she is deep in conversation, and so, stunned and confused, you leave.
What?
We have a new drive. Expose Yannick.
What, to the sun? If Sabina's right, Yannick has been working with S&R behind Yatikan's back. Time to find out the truth. We must gain Yannick's trust.
Yeah, I assume we're gonna somehow be tracked by doing work in his place. Yannick's ward is actually where we've set up our house.
In the low-end main block.
I'm just going to take a brief pop over to remind myself how other things here are doing. Is the Avery ready to pop off? The Avery is ready to pop off. Let's use our 4 at least, because that will get us 100% positive. Carefully pick out the best developed calves. We got...
The thing is,
a Matsutake.
the club-like ones are clearly important and rare.
And we've got
because
3
they're one of the rare
already,
mushrooms
yeah.
you get. So what are they for?
I'm curious what Matsutake caps will get us. The rich and pungent Matsutake caps are Rico's preferred subject of study. Something about their
environmental sensitivity. Wait, all person voice. Environmental sensitivity.
So, while it doesn't say, Gibril was giving us 2 unfruiting bodies each time. So let's see what these do.
3.
3. You hand over the caps and Rico looks pleased.
My amateur mycologist, thank you.
And that's rather filling that up. And then this will still be waiting at the cordon, so that's fine. Oops. I meant to pick the aviary.
Harvest mushrooms.
Should I risk it on that, or should I re-roll my 2 3s?
Personally, I would re-roll, but I can see why you might not want to.
Let's see what our 3s turn into. 4 and a 3, so it was slightly better. So let's get this also 100% positive harvest. We got 2 random mushrooms. Ooh.
One's a knife? No? Okay.
That time we got 2 Matsutake caps.
Oh, let's hand them in straight away.
Yeah, is this going to just be enough? Yeah, it's going to be enough.
1 will be enough.
Rico
Only because she ate 1
has findings to share with you.
earlier. She's like, oh, none of these are going to waste. I was like, you're eating the research. Stop.
Rico meets you at the entrance to the lab, leaning on her crutch with a glint in her eye.
Walk with me, sleeper. I'd like to tell you a story.
She makes her way down the corridor that leads back up towards the main commune building.
When people first crossed what we call Founder's Gap into the Greenway, they did so against the wishes of Andre Erlin. At the time, Erlin was trying to stabilize the Union and establish control over the Eye in the wake of Solheim's collapse. It was chaos, competing factions, failing systems, so many dead and injured from the riots. That was his priority.
Let's just keep listening, I think. She'll keep going. You both cross across a glass-roofed tunnel, the greenway outside crowded with vines and branches dappling the light.
You see, Erlin had written the Greenway off. Cut off from the rest of the station and linked to a broken spoke, he claimed it was only a matter of time before everything here would die. He refused to let anyone abandon their duty to the Union and cross. They were traitors to the cause, or as good as.
Rico continues, making her slow but steady way into the inner gardens of the commune.
There weren't many of us, but we believed that what was here was worth saving. We had to keep our plans secret until we crossed, and some of us left people behind.
She pauses to catch her breath, her voice cracking. It is difficult to know if it is from effort or emotion.
What we found was a disaster. Nothing like what you see here. Half of the Greenway was leaking oxygen into space, the plants flash frozen. The other half was a swamp of mulch, as decaying matter clogged every system. We worked hard, we lost good people, we cleaned up and closed up, but it was never going to be enough. After many cycles, we all knew this place was doomed, but we kept on working, talking less and less because we couldn't face it. We all developed a death wish. If the Greenway was going to die, so would we.
But it didn't die.
It did not.
Rico smiles.
We crossed some invisible boundary, tipped some biological scale, and the greenway started to recover. Plants flowered, crops sprouted, but for the first time we reaped the fruits of our labor.
Rico smiles, looking up at you.
We thought it was us, and we managed to do just enough to end the cycle of decay. I thought we had saved the greenway until today.
You pass into the grow beds of the commune, rich with the hustle and bustle of Haifa members planting and harvesting. For a while, Rico is quiet, and you both simply observe the hypnotic movements of the work crews, the eager chatter washing over you like a wave. Rico smiles to herself.
I should have known, of course, that our arrogance was unfounded. But we needed to believe back then. We needed a myth to bring more people across the gap.
You both move into a smaller corridor, Rico following some direction unknown to you.
What you have shown me is that back then, the greenway saved us, not the other way around. Tell me, have you ever consumed one of the matsutake or girol caps you have been growing?
Hell yeah.
I imagine they were delicious, nutritious, almost uniquely so.
She muses.
After all, they were designed for you.
Rico has a mischievous look.
At first I thought it was the location they were grown in that made the mushrooms from the aviary, from the labs or from the grove different to each other, but what I've come to understand is that it is the person growing them. The matsutake and girol caps you brought me are totally unique, containing compounds never usually found in similar specimens in my possession. Many of these compounds aren't even digestible for humans, but for a sleeper like you.
So we've been giving these to Emphas and to Tala.
And they're like, they taste awful.
Rico smiles as she leads you into the internal garden of the commune, where the Haifa members have planted species from all over the greenway.
Back when the tide turned, when the greenway started to recover, we all felt something, a response. It was as if this place was not just alive as a forest is alive, but alive in other ways too, communicative, responsive. We shrugged it off at the time, but now I understand why.
Rico stops and turns to you.
This place is responding to us, adapting itself to us. It is growing fruiting bodies for you, for me. It is adapting, changing. It is, in short, displaying the signs of sentience.
The greenway is sentient. I have assumed all of this is leading back to the gardener AI that we know is still here.
Perhaps not the greenway, but the ecosystem itself, or something within it.
Rico sits on a bench within the peaceful gardens and gestures for you to join her.
When you have been growing the girols and the matsutakes in the aviary, these species so familiar to the greenway, have you discovered any others? Yes, we have. Yes, the club fuckers.
Rico can barely contain her excitement.
Nor can Peter. I should like to see those. Please bring me some next time you are here, or maybe right now.
You look around the garden, amazed at the signs of peace within it. Rico interrupts the silence.
There is a species of mushroom that I haven't seen in years. It is dark, short, shaped like a club, like that one in your inventory.
Yeah.
We first found it in those early days when we were working to save this place. It was around the time that we started to lose our first members. They were succumbing to some infection, some mold growing deep in the dark mulch that drowned this place. At that point we thought we were lost, and then these mushrooms emerged from that same black mold. We tasted them and saw that they contained some compounds that counteracted the mold. They contained an antidote.
I feel like you said tasted them.
Tasted? We tested them.
There you go. No,
We tested them by tasting them.
Better to test and
We
then
taste tested
and then
We did both. Of course, as a botanist, I saw that this is part of the natural processes of this ecosystem, even if the timescale seemed absurdly short. But what I am wondering is if that antidote was a gift.
Rico meets your eyes.
Perhaps, if you are patient, You will receive your gift too, Sleeper.
You both sit for a while, Rico seemingly done telling stories for today. You watch the light playing off the leaves and plants around you and wonder what forces could be at play in this place.
After a while, you stand and leave, with a quiet nod to Rico, leaving her to her memories.
But yes, in the Haifa Labs, they want 3 club heads. We have 3! We have 3. Not just 1, not just 2 of these strange, unidentified, club-shaped fruiting bodies. And this is a repeatable action. Rico is eager to see the clubhead caps that have grown in the aviary. She hasn't seen mushrooms like this in decades.
Clubhead analysis. Are these fruiting bodies the same that emerged during the early days of the collapse, or something else?
Oh, I'm sorry. I think it's because I had the menu selected. There we go. Let's stick it in there.
Boop.
We'll take my fruiting body. You hand them over to an eager Rico, who immediately begins work on the samples. And again. Same text again. We are rather getting to speed through this because we just happen to have 3. There we go.
Rico wants to share her findings with you and seems even more excited than usual.
Actually, how is the aviary doing? So I could exhaust it and then put in the 3 spores. I'll see if I need to do anything else afterwards. But we have yet another conversation with Rico, the commune botanist. Do you want to swap, or are you alright doing old lady voice a bit longer? I don't know how hard it is on the voice.
I'm probably fine.
Rico is at her bench, running small vials of some liquid through an old chemical analysis machine. The whirring of the spinning drum fills the lab with a white noise, and you aren't sure if she notices you approach.
Sleeper, it's good to see you.
She looks up, smiling.
This little project of ours has been keeping me awake the past few cycles, but right now, well, I think I have something.
It's the same day, Rico. You should rest.
I know my limits.
She laughs to herself.
I just don't like paying attention to them.
The drum finishes spinning, and Rico lifts a vial from it, holding it up to the light.
This is something I extracted from those clubheads you've been bringing me. And according to my analysis, it is a substance totally unique on the Greenway.
You look at the small amount of liquid in the vial.
Any idea what it might be?
Rico asks without looking away from the vial.
I mean, they would both make sense.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's interesting, because I don't know if you remember last time, one of the things I talked about is the whole premise of the commune is to go, as long as you work, we'll give you everything you need. And I'm like, but you never would have given me stabilizer. Medicine.
You aren't the first sleeper to come through here. Perhaps I should have mentioned that earlier.
Rico's tone suddenly drops, changing the atmosphere in the lab immediately.
I just thought...
She pauses, thinking very carefully of how to continue.
I just wanted you to trust us.
Oh, what happened with the last sleeper? What do you mean? She sighs.
They came through a fair few cycles ago. Found them wandering in the broken section near the gap. The members who brought them in had never seen one of you before. They were terrified of this strange person wandering in from open vacuum.
Admittedly, we don't need to breathe.
They were quieter than you and damaged. We did our best to patch them up and welcome them to the commune. I only really spoke to them once while I was working on their wounds along with a couple of systems engineers.
She looks nervously at you.
I'd never seen a body look like that before. I took some readings, some samples.
Stay silent. Rico scans your face for any sign of a reaction.
The next cycle, they were gone. They took a little food and hiked up towards the wild margins where the Greenway meets the wastes. Someone saw them in the distance, but that was it. They disappeared into the undergrowth.
Was that the other sleeper with
That's what I was thinking
Peter's,
as well, yeah.
friend? Because I did wonder, like, I mean, I genuinely don't know if we'd had the other outcome, would we have ever spoken to the sleeper? Because they seemed very far gone. She sits down heavily the vial in her hand.
When I saw you, I wanted things to be different. I wanted to keep you here, rather than let you disappear into wherever they ended up.
She smiles to herself.
Yes, I wanted to understand this place better, but I also wanted to help you.
Oh.
It seems that somehow both my wishes have come true at once.
She holds out a hand with the vial.
This is for you.
You take the stabilizer, the glass cold and smooth in your palm. Thank you.
Don't thank me.
She gazes out at the greenway through the glass.
Those club head caps made it for you, or at least who or whatever made those club heads.
She starts to clear her bench.
It was right there, contained in their tissue. I only had to extract it. I imagine you understand how incredible that is.
Admittedly, because obviously it's not really quite explaining it, but
that's like growing an immunosuppressant by Axibum.
yeah, it's a medicine that while we can now get it a lot easier, it costs so much money at the start of the game because it's in a controlled substance only made available by S&R, but these mushrooms are just growing it.
I learned enough from that sleeper to know that your body, your frame, is it? It runs on some exotic technology that has a built-in time frame. Somehow the Greenway knows that too. It understands your physiology much better than I ever could. It knows how to treat you. Just like that miraculous antidote that sprung from the mold, so too is this sprung from your presence here. The Greenway is speaking to you. It is welcoming you.
She looks up.
I know it sounds crazy, but I know it to be true. Here's the evidence. And what I also know is that it is no longer speaking to me. Even after decades here, I have never seen this kind of response. Not since the antidote so many cycles ago.
She smiles.
So I'm going to make you a deal. You bring me as many club heads as you like. I'll extract the stabilizer and give it to you freely. But you have to tell me what the Greenway says. You have to speak with it, to dig into it, to find what being is at the center of it. I've traveled as far as I can. I need you to do the rest. Can you do that?
We're gonna try, yeah. So yes. Rico sighs with relief and deflates into her chair.
Thank you. I'm sorry for the other sleeper, truly I am. I'm sorry I couldn't have done more, but I'm so glad I met you.
She smiles.
You are welcome here. Anytime.
Rico falls silent. She looks smaller now, more fragile, and you realise how old she must be.
Oh, thank God, I thought I was exaggerating
She's seen the collapse first. I know, I think she is pretty old. She's seen the collapse first.
I dye my hair.
You idle a little in the lab in case she asks for anything else, but she remains silent, and so you drift back into the tunnel. Thoughts of that other sleeper and where they ended up weighing on your mind.
So it wasn't the sleeper that died, it was a sleeper who left.
Yes, but she said he left up here into the waste, which is where that's the thing.
I thought you meant she left the station.
No, I think it was that sleeper that died.
Right.
So we now have access to Rico's grow beds. The only way to understand what Gardener gave you is to grow it. Rico is incredibly excited by the prospect. We haven't spoken about it, but she is apparently very excited. And yes, something we got a fair while ago when we first came to the Greenway. We got a seed. You need to find somewhere safe to plant it.
That was ages ago, yeah.
It was, rather.
Boop. I'll take good care of it, sleeper.
Rico smiles.
Don't you worry. And we didn't.
So Rico's grow beds now has its own cycle clock. The gardener's gift seed is planted, and Rico is an attentive mother to it. What future is forming here? So do we have any more club heads? No, we don't. We just have Matsutake caps.
Are those club heads at the right? No, they're caps. Oh, yeah.
So we need 2 club head caps, and we just get stabilizer. Rico can extract the miraculous stabilizer they produce. It's a hard thing to believe. Not a bad ratio of 2 to 1 stabilizer. We have 2. Yeah.
Yeah, we have loads. Because you bought that extra one, and then I'm like, Yeah, of course you get given one now that you got one.
I suppose, yes. So we're going to have to wait quite a while for that. But yes, that's very interesting. And yes, I am planning on playing this off stream again for fun. Mostly so far to see that other Ankita outcome. Because I did get, like, the achievement you get when you finish it is that we got the bad end in air
I was going to
quotes
ask if we got
as he
another
does
upgrade
it.
point
And yes,
as well.
we did get another upgrade point because we have done another thing. So we are letting the seed grow.
And then we're taking Yannick's clothes.
I suppose, yes, there's the Yannick Award, which, yes, we can patrol the block. This is either going to get us +3 to Yannick's trust or just +1.
Yes, it's a repeatable action.
Engage action. The massive block at the center of the low end is made up of layers and layers of units. Patrolling this vertical city is a challenge.
And we're building up Yannick's trust. Yannick is a strange character, but he seems to understand the value of hard work. You'll gain his trust with time. A lot of time.
Yeah, let's give it a go.
I suppose it goes up in 3s, if you do well.
We
like
got the
that.
positive outcome. Plus,
Boom.
plus. Factories, restaurants, surgeries, schools. The layers of the block are rich with stories and problems to solve. You are starting to learn them all. I'm not just suddenly getting new locations here. I'm not. Okay. What did I say that was? Engage. Yeah.
Nothing we can do with that with only 2 points.
No.
And that does look like the only way to continue that mission, so I can understand it if you want to upgrade it a bit, but then you need 3 more. But you could just wait. What other drives have we got? Have we got a drive we can complete fairly quickly? What's enter Greenway? Is that wait for the plant?
Wait for the seed. The other thing that it might give us something, but I'm actually not sure it will.
Yard hand.
Is to finish this yard hand thing, but I think...
Oh, you've only got 1 left. You might well.
I was going to say, I think we've played this for long enough tonight.
Oh, have we? Okay.
When did it last save? 20 seconds ago.
20?
Let's go to sleep anyway.
2 more than 10? Are we going to use it? No? Okay.
No. Next time. We got 3 dice, but actually they're pretty good dice. Oh.
It hits you like a wave, a white-edged breaker roaring inland with the force of an entire ocean.
This is the eye, a station at the edge.
The impact is a screaming brightness blanking out everything. Behind it is silence. You float in silence, suspended. No, you do not float. You are the silence. It has filled you up. It has emptied you out. You cease to exist. Time passes, though you do not feel it passing. Then something flickers in the silence. And then something moves. That something is you. You open your eyes to a metal ceiling of flickering lights. You feel the floor around you, patting it with shaking hands. You assemble an image of yourself lying on your back in a corridor. You shake off the silence and sit up. What was that? You glance around looking for a sign of some change. Damage on the walls, shouts in the distance, fear and fire. Nothing has changed. The silence sits around you like fog. You try to think, furrowing your brow. How do you think again? It doesn't seem so easy anymore. You force the pathways to light up, the databanks to grant access. You feel like a fraction drive starting up after a long shutdown in cold vacuum.
In the wave or in the silence? In the wave.
In the wave was noise, just as the sound produced by a wave raking across a pebble beach represents trillions of impacts heard as a single roar. So this sound was the result of trillions of electrons flickering in place, heard as a single, impossible scream.
A memory/image comes to you, one from the moments before the wave hit. You squint as you imagine it. trying to cohere its blurry form. A broken skeletal ring, the eye, and then a vast arc approaching it, a razor-edged white curve, the wave. The wave approaches the eye. The eye spins, turning each part to face that vast white edge. You recognize their skeletal data cloud forms, the bright market, the low end, the greenway, the wastes. Then, the wave hits just as the flotilla, the cordon, turns to face it, and after that, everything is silence. You open your eyes again. That is the epicenter. But of what? What was that?
I don't know, but every time it says the eye, I think wreathed, lidless, wreathed in flame.
I suppose because this is the eye. But so much for our outro. No, we are outroing it. I assume that's to do with the episodic. This is the gathering storm, the thing that's coming.
Yeah.
But this has been Citizen Sleeper Part 5. This has been Michaela.
This has been Peter.
We are And So Begins on Twitch and on YouTube. Thank you for watching.
Feel the wave.
Yeah.
The silence.
We're getting pretty serious, and we will see you again next time.
Yeah.